Park or Jurassic World. No, and not that big.
It was a grow house.
It was a grow house. Okay, cool.
So this dude legally grew weed for the club, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
And I walked into his house and think, oh man, it smells so good.
Yeah.
His dining room table had just a pile.
Yeah.
Of like.
Of the green stuff, lettuce.
Fresh cut.
Fresh cut lettuce.
Like he was still trying to kind of
understandable.
And I was like, okay. Well, the job was to take data and copy it from one drive to another because he wanted to like give it to his divorce attorney or something. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but I was
doesn't
there
matter.
for a good 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then on the way out, he actually offered to tip me in some of his bud. And
that's what's up.
Yeah, I took it.
That's a good tip. Job well done. Bruh. So what else happened?
Just that is my very first on-site at that job. So that kind of set the...
Well, I'll give you one better, bro. I used to be a maintenance man, right? I used to be a maintenance man for Twain Estates, right? And when I was a maintenance man for Twain Estates, I was, you know what I mean? I had to fix their toilets and help them, you know what I mean? Like, you know, help people with their work orders and whatnot. So it was a Sunday. No one else was on site to do maintenance. I'm the only maintenance guy. So they called me in to do maintenance for this one chick. And, you know, I go to the door and I hear this little girl say, oh, you know, oh, give me a minute. So then, you know, about 5-10 minutes later, I hear an adult voice say, who is it? It's a female. And she's like, oh, I'm like, oh, you know, that's the maintenance man. And she looks through the peephole and she sees me. And then, you know, she leaves for another 5 minutes, comes back, opens the door, full on lingerie. Nothing but lingerie, right? And it sounds like a good thing, right? Sounds like a good thing. Sounds like a good thing. Baby girl was built like the State's Puff Marshmallow Man.
Oh, no.
From fucking Ghostbusters. She was...
I tell women I'm built like Kermit the Frog.
I mean, that's still better than being built like the State's Puff Marshmallow Man. Hey, yo, type a 1 in the chat if you guys can see and hear everything that I'm doing right now. Type a 2 in the chat if y'all can't see and or hear any of this. Like, you must be out at Wi-Fi or something. So, with that being said, State's Puff Marshmallow. So, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? She like, so she opens up the door, right? Ushers me into her back room. And I go back into the back room. And there's another woman in lingerie laying on the bed. But she was built like a stick figure, like a stick bug. Like just super duper compact. So, so I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Matthew Guerrero? You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So look, so today we are here getting the computer upgraded, you know what I'm saying? And it costs so much money, I'm not even going to mention it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, happens to the best of us.
It's just because you have so much data.
I have a lot of data on these computers, man. I have a lot of stuff. But on the bright side, now our games load faster. Our games are going to load way faster, way quicker, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so type a 1 in the chat if you guys can, if the Wi-Fi is good. Type a 2 in the chat if the Wi-Fi isn't good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, all right, so anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, let me see. So I go back into the back room, you know what I mean? There's a second stick figure shaped bug shaped female on the bed wearing full on lingerie, you know, full on lingerie, you feel me? So she's on the bed, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I act like I don't see it. Right? Type a 1 in the chat if you've ever run into a chick or a dude that was so unattractive, you just acted like you didn't see him. Right? Like, have you ever done that? You ever seen a chick so jacked up looking that you just acted like she didn't exist?
Especially online, like, this
Oh.
person viewed my profile, I'm not even gonna list.
Bruh, I knew a chick so unattractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just acted like she just didn't have a lower happy place. You know what I'm saying? She just didn't have any type of, you know, lower happy place at all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Indy? So her name, of course, I'm not gonna say her name, but everyone knows who her name is. You know what I'm saying? She ended up later on hitting me with an allegation of wanting to do stuff with her when she made the offer to me first. Like she made the offer to me 10 years before she got mad and then said I tried to like mess with her and I was like, what? Like you she asked me when she was giving me a ride to a job interview over at Palace Station out here, and on the way there, you know, she's in a really cheap looking Expedition, really cheap car, and she's like, "Yo, Maurice, you know, we should mess around." And I'm like, and I acted like I didn't hear it the first time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember what she looked like? Hey, so say her name if you guys remember who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? What girl am I talking about right now? You know what I'm saying? That is so ugly. She's built, baby girl was built like Flavor Flav and one of them coffee drinking roaches from Men in Black had a love child together. She's really looked like that, man. Crispity, crunchity, roachity. It wasn't good. I had a nerve to talk about some Maurice wanted me and she tried to extort me pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bitch, like, come on, yo. I had a girlfriend at the time that was like 20 times badder than her, bro. Like, I was like, yo, bring my female on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, show her the truth. You know what I mean? Yo, that's what's up, man. Yo, all right, y'all. So, right now, I'm getting my computer upgraded. You know what I'm saying? Just put about a bunch of money worth the products into the computer. You know what I'm saying? We're fixing the blue screen. You know what I'm saying? Told you guys we was gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Yep, it's all cap. We're not fixing any of the blue screen kangaroos. You know what I'm saying? It just really, really, really looks like we are. You know what I mean? We've also, I also moved all the games we play onto a new hard drive so that we can, you know what I'm saying? So that like the games will run way smoother, way better, way less loading times than Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like all you guys super chatting and whatnot is the reason why we're able to do this. Appreciate y'all. Because this is way more expensive than something I'd do. I wouldn't even do this for me. But I do it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. That's what's up. Let's see. Okay, so with that being said, hey, hold on, you guys. Yo, appreciate the compliment, man. You guys got good energy, bruh. For real, for real. Yeah, yeah. I hope things get better for you as well, brodies. Appreciate the well wishes. You know what I'm saying? Hope things get better for you as well. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. That's cool. Show us the new parts of the PC. Yeah, I literally just put them in. Yeah, the parts were super duper cheap though. You know, they only cost about 300 bucks a piece. You know, super cheap. You know what I mean? You know, and the computer person that we have here with us, he is super cheap too. You know, only
$125 an hour.
only $125 an hour. You know, super duper. You know what I mean? Like it's super. It's really cheap. What's up, Prince? You know what I'm saying? But let me know if you still want to see the parts, I suppose. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Well, this is the first string of upgrades we're doing on the computer. You know what I mean? If this fixes the blue screen, then we won't have to do more upgrades and pay $125 an hour some more. But if the blue screens consist, then, you know, but like I said, I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys have been super chatting mad. You know what I mean? You guys have been super chatting hella awesome. You know what I'm saying? I love how generous and how super chatty you guys is. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, we're going to keep on upgrading all of our systems to play more video games. Now we can play Fortnite and it not mess up. Can we? Because we wasn't able to play Marvel Rivals before. You know what I'm saying? You think we'd be able to play Marvel Rivals now? He says yes. That's a good thing. That's a good thing indeed. All right, so today we are here to talk about my girlfriend's secret boyfriend. I've got a lot of those type of stories. Type of one in the chat. If you guys want to hear a story about how when I was 19, I was dating a woman that pushed me to the edge of depression. And pretty much it was she put me in a place where the Green Ranger didn't make it back from, but I was able to make it back from it. And I'll tell you guys how. Type of one in the chat if you guys want to hear how because dude, that, man, made me have a different outlook on marriage. But yes, type of one in the chat, you guys want to hear that story. Type of two in the chat if you guys want to hear the story about the time I was dating a girl and caught her with her secret boyfriend at the arcade. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, I caught her with the dude. Yeah, I'll tell y'all how it went down. Type of two for that one. Type of three, if you guys want to hear the story of how I witnessed a girl I was dating pimp other dudes in front of me. But I didn't say nothing because she gave me half the money. You know what I'm saying? Gave me half of that. Okay, you guys want to hear the number one. Completely, that makes perfect sense because it is more common than you would think. Okay, so, peep game. This is what happened. You know what I'm saying? All right, so type of one in the chat if you guys can hear everything. Hold off on that. Don't do that because you guys might be. Well, one person said a three. We have 4 ones. Deal. I'm going to teach you guys pretty much through this story time. You guys are going to learn how not to get Green Ranger, the White Ranger, later on in his career as the Ranger. All right, so anyway, what happened was I was dating this girl at the time. Her name was Risa. You know what I'm saying? Dating this girl named Risa. And Risa, every day, like I only saw her twice a week because we lived on different parts of town. You know what I'm saying? And because I only saw her twice a week, we're going to bring y'all closer together. Jim. That actually works good. So, because I only saw this girl once a week, you know what I'm saying? I, like, you know what I mean? Like, I became really attached to her because I didn't get to see her that much, right? Oh, boy. But regardless of that, when I did see her, baby girl, she would act like, she would, I don't know. Let me see. Okay, so, because I want to start at the good part. So she would, when I would see her or talk to her on the phone, she would tell me she was talking to other dudes, right? Oh, and she would tell me in a roundabout way. She wouldn't say, oh, I'm talking to other guys. She would say stuff like, my work boyfriend, or, my play brother, or, one of my guy friends, crap like that, right? So, I would always think that the right thing to do would be not to, really bring it up or get mad at her about it because, that would only exasperate the situation, which I was correct, but I never handled the issue with her, so that was not the right thing to do. So what ended up happening was, because she would keep talking about her talking to other dudes and her other guy friends and whatnot, I would get to a place where I would be like, I would feel like I was losing her while I was with her, right? So because I felt like that, I would try to do displays of love because she would tell me, she's like, yo, and this is one of the traps she used to get me in. She'd be like, yo, you never tell me you love me. You don't show me enough attention. Why don't you ever tell me you love me? And then I would tell her I love her, and then she would start acting douchey. You know what I'm saying? Type of one in the chat, if you've ever had a girl tell you to tell her you love her or to show her displays of affection, and then you do it, and then she starts treating you like she didn't want it. You know what I mean? Type of two in the chat if that's never happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, weird how that works, right? Makes no sense. It's like the exact opposite of what they tell us. They're giving us all ones in the chat. I know, right? Wayne White says it's never happened. Oh, boy. Hey, Wayne White. So, type of one in the chat if you've ever had a girlfriend before. Type of two in the chat if you've never had a girlfriend yet. Because you're going to have one in the future. Hey, guess the way it keeps it real. Understandable. Now, with that being said, now that will happen to you regardless of if it's your girlfriend or not. Yeah, I'm saying if you guys run into a chick and you tell her you like her or you tell her you want to be her boyfriend, then she's going to tell you she either has a boyfriend already or she's going to call the cops on you. It's called stalking. I know. We thought that stalking was stalking. It's actually just liking a girl so much. It's just telling a girl you like her and then like keep on telling her you like her. Women count that as stalking nowadays. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cool. That's what's up. As long as we ain't gotta load into nothing. Log into any stuff. So with that being said, I keep talking to this the chick. The chick is, so the chick, she tells me, she's like, yo, tell me that you love me. Like, get me Valentine's Day candy. Buy me gifts. I want flowers, right? So then, I would do that stuff. How does that even work? So I would do that stuff, and then the girl, she would be like, oh, ew, what are you doing? Like, okay, so that same girl that I'm telling you guys about, she asked me to get her flowers for Valentine's Day, right? So I take her flowers. You know what I'm saying? We end up at the Meadows Mall, and I give her the flowers. Tell me why, baby girl, when I give her the flowers, she gonna look at me and say, yo, officially turned 25 today. W's in the chat for Jonathan the Gamer, man. Happy birthday, Brody. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, with that being said, once we reach the super chat milestone of 10 super chats, I'm saying, I'm going to tell you guys a secret about women. Well, at least how to get a girlfriend. Once we reach 10 super chats of any amount, I am going to teach you guys how to get a girlfriend. Easy, or at least a new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah. Do I listen to King Von? I love King Von. Am I a King Von fan? Understandable. Yo, having a wife for every day of the week would be good. You know what I'm saying? Having a wife for every day of the week would be good. But I'd say having a girlfriend for every day of the week is better. You don't have to pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? Like having a wife, you have to pay her bills. Having a girlfriend, you ain't got to pay her bills. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Yo, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I take this girl Valentine's Day candy and flowers to her at the Meadows Mall. When, she told me to do it, all of that stuff. I show up with the flowers and candy. Tell me why she gonna look at me and be like, I don't want this shit. Get this shit away from me. I don't want this shit. And I'm like, she acted just like Jada Pinkett Smith, Trent's Will Smith, which is exactly where I would be, which is exactly the way I'd be being treated if I kept doing Will Smith stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, what's up, Tom Javs? My new boyfriend's girlfriend. Yo, listen to the story. It's a story time. You know what I'm saying? So, the girl is like, she's like, ew, get that shit away from me. I don't want that shit. Ugh. I don't want that. What the fuck is flowers? She throws the flowers and then starts beating me. Like, you know what I mean? Starts whooping my ass in the Meadows Mall. So because I don't like to be beaten, I don't get flowers for women anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't get flowers for nobody, but definitely not women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be beaten. It's just that I don't want to be beaten. Type of one in the chat, if you've ever gotten a gift for a woman and then it resulted in an argument or you being beaten. Type of two in the chat, if you've just never gotten a gift for a woman ever. You know what I mean? Type of three in the chat, if you've ever gotten a gift for a woman and it ended in you not being beaten. or yelled at. You know what I mean? That's good. Understandable. Yeah, that's understandable. Curry or LeBron? Love the three-point shots of Curry, but also enjoy the action of LeBron James dunking. You know what I'm saying? On God. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I take the chick. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so what time is it right now where you guys are at? What time is it? And where are you guys from? Very important that we learn where we're all at and from and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why, thank you. I do smell good today. Thank you, Tamu. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Don't know why you're smelling me through the screen, but appreciate you nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What the? Hold up. Wait, hold up. X-Tech. It is 11:15 where you are. Brian Porkchop, it is 11:15 where you are. My name is Jeff, 1:15 where you are. Wayne White, you are from Philly. Yes. Geskaweri, it is 2115 minutes or hours or whatever time. Military time.
Interrupting.
Yes.
We're at 3 hours, 13 minutes right now.
Okay.
I was hoping to stop the clock before 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Deal.
Because at this point,
Yes.
we're pretty much done. We just have to wait for all the transfers. Because right now it's transferring the Steam library
Yeah.
to the E drive, and it's also transferring or re-downloading Fortnite to the E drive. And the download of Fortnite's going to take 7 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Do I have Fortnite right now? I can't play.
You have 77 gigabytes of it, but it's 110 gigabytes. So
Okay.
we never finished downloading.
Okay, understandable. Damn, it's gonna be 7 hours before it's ready. Yo, W's in the chat, the
Well,
fluid
that might come down
games.
once the other transfers finish. It's because the hard drive is busy doing a lot at once.
So I should pretty much just like go somewhere for like 10 hours or something. 7 hours.
Yeah, just keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
Eventually, once the transfer is complete, your games will be ready to launch.
Damn.
Everything else is done. The OS upgrade was completed successfully. Not one blue screen since I worked on it.
Yeah. So it's not gonna. I don't have to re-log into anything.
Nope.
Nothing. Freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. W's in the chat, boys. W's in the chat. The fluid games. Yo, all right, y'all. We've got our first super chat. 9 more super chats, and I'm gonna tell you guys the secret to getting a girlfriend.
Go ahead and sign.
I got you, bro. Yeah. All right.
Did we make it? Oh, you got 6 seconds to spare.
Yeah. Appreciate you. For real. W's in the chat, boys. Yo. There's a big ass spider on the wall behind me. Quit playing. That's not funny. Really? Quit playing, man. Y'all, man. Y'all always playing, man. Y'all play too much. Y'all know I'm allergic to spiders. All right? Y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? All right. So peep game. Right? So. Hey. Yo. Hey, appreciate the compliment. Hakanushi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check. Cool. All right, y'all. So we just got the computer fully upgraded. You know what I'm saying? Now the games are going to run way freaking better. It's not, we still got stuff to replace on the computer. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely, yo, W's in the chat, the Floyd games. Yo, thank you. Yo, 8 more super chats, and I'm going to teach you guys the secret to getting a girlfriend. Okay, so look, the first, it's like the pre-thing to getting a new girlfriend. Me, myself, yeah, we not gonna ask how many girlfriends I've had. I've had a lot of girlfriends. I've had a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, look, one thing I've noticed is with females, I learned this when I was 19. It's easier to replace a chick than it is to teach her how to treat you once she starts talking shit.
All right, so just to review, we got 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Plus the fuel.
406. I ain't mad at it.
410.
410. I ain't mad at it. All right, you guys. Hold up. I'll be right back.
Oh shit! Holy! Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh. What happened?
I put my reader back in my wallet and I charged my own fucking card.
Oh, you just charged you? Damn. Yeah, paying my prices sucks.
I gotta reach out to dispatch and have them void that charge.
Oh, that's a good idea. Go ahead and hit them up. I'll hit them up now. Yeah. Let me know when I find my card again. Yeah. All right, so peep game. Yo, W's in the chat to Floyd Games. He just copped a membership. W's in the chat, man. Yo. 7 more super chats of any amount. And I'm telling you guys how to get the girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with that being said, yo, Mason be sleeping. Just super chatted 10 straight through the gaming channel. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are locked in. Yo, all right, so 6 more super chats. And I'm going to tell you guys the secret. I'm going to tell you guys the ultimate secrets to getting a girlfriend, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? It'll take a longer stream, but it is very, very worth it. And it's very important for every man to understand how to talk to new females. Because, look, peep game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easier to get a new girl than it is to teach the girl that you're already dating. It's easier to get a new girl than it is to change the girl that you're already dating. You know what I'm saying? So if she's talking shit, it's a good chance she gonna keep talking shit. It's wild the way that works. You know what I'm saying? Type of 1 in the chat if you've ever dated a woman and she told you, and she was acting like an a-hole, and she told you she was gonna get better, but she never got better. Right? Like she just kept talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if you've ever dated a girl and she said she was gonna stop being shitty or be nicer, and she actually did. You know what I'm saying? BHD Army for life. Hey, yo, Mason be sleeping. Hey, let me know if you have any specific questions on dating or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't see your chat, if you super chatted through, regardless of the amount, the question, it's way easier for me to answer the question. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the amount. You know what I'm saying? Super chat the question with $1. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? That's scary. That's real scary, Wayne White. It's really, really, really scary. Yo, I do remember my Outlast videos. You know what I'm saying? Scary stuff. Hey, so you guys, I'm actually going to be quite possibly training the homie on how to do YouTube videos in the future. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be hitting up.
Fucking refund for my own card first.
It happens.
Let's do this again.
Understandable. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Cam? Yeah, what's up? Yo, that's what's up. Yo, Floyd Games just said, y'all better super chat. I need hoes. All right, so peep game, right? So the first thing you want to do is I want you guys to start practicing your voice tonality whenever you guys are around girls. Don't talk like this. Oh, yeah. All right, give me a second. Let's see. I hope you got everything fixed. I mean, but, you know, understandable. All right, so hold on, give me a second. I can only imagine.
I don't even have $410 in my checking account. That's gonna overdraft me.
Shoot, man, that'll overdraft any of us. Damn that. Let me see. All right, you guys. Let's see. So, boom. Here. Oh. That's what's up. History. Boom. Boom. Okay. Sure. And we're on Windows 11 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. What's going on, WWE? Just making sure if you're still cool. All right, give me a couple seconds, y'all. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if it's not lagging right now. Type of 2 in the chat if it is lagging. You know what I'm saying? But the first thing I want you guys to do is make your voices like, and this is a bit of a harder one, like make your voice deeper when you talk to women, because then it'll make them, you know what I mean? It'll make them like you more. You know what I'm saying? It'll make them fall in love with you more and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, so let's see. Yo, run it real quick. Yeah. Give me a second. Understandable. Yeah. So with that being said, I have a story I'm going to tell you guys about that, but I want to tell you guys this first story first. You know what I'm saying? The one about my girlfriend's boyfriend. Understandable. Okay, so let's see. All right, hold on. Give me a couple seconds, y'all. All right, so as far as so I'm talking to this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she keeps saying she has like work boyfriends, all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's really putting a damper on my personality because it's really bothering me because she's basically letting me know that she's not fully in love with me, that she loves other people, right? Now, if I knew what I knew now, I could have very easily made that relationship work. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know what I know now. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, you know what I'm saying, the best way to deal with her being that way was just to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I legitimately thought, yo, W's in the chat, the Mason be sleeping. GGG's, bros. W's in the chat, he just super chatted another 5 directly through the super chat. Yo. All right, Joe, that means we have 5 more super chats until I tell you guys how to how to get a new girlfriend regardless. Even if there's a girl you have a crush on right now, it's easier to talk to a new chick, but, you know what I mean, there's things you can do. Yeah. I'm ready. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
You just tap on top.
Oh, that works too. That's what's up.
All right, and then for your receipt,
you can send it through text.
Text. What's the number again?
Hold up. Understandable. Turning back on the audio.
If it gives you any grief, or blue screens, just give us a call. The service does include a 2 weeks workmanship warranty.
Okay, most definitely. I'll definitely hit you up. You know what I'm saying? Text me, let me know it's good.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
You can just reach out to me directly.
Most definitely.
Don't worry about college technology moving forward.
Most definitely.
All right.
Text me so that I have your number. Text me your name. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you should have it in one of your phones.
Cool, most definitely.
Your secondary phone number.
Yes. Appreciate you, mate.
All right.
All right, man. Stay up. All right, y'all. So, about to teach you guys. Okay, so this is the story. So this girl, she was like, let's see. I'm gonna turn on the light. Oh, no one saw this. But yeah, man, ooh. But we got the computer updated. You know what I'm saying? And now it's going to take 7 hours until we can play Fortnite. But in about 7 hours, we're going to have, oh my God. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Secret of the Mimic. Understandable. You want to move over? Okay, so now we should be able to play GTA 5. Yo, W's in the chat to Nicholas Oliveira. Bros, that chick from the other day still don't pay rent. What chick from the other day does not? I can only imagine what girl from the other day does not pay rent. Yo, all right, you guys, we got 4 more super chats until we reach the super chat milestone. You know what I'm saying? And I give you guys the complete blueprint on how to get a girlfriend. And it is going to take repeated process, men. It is not a one and done. Unfortunately, it is not a 2 pumps and an apology. you're gonna have to go out and practice your two pumps and apology on a lot of different chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to, you know what I mean? I suggest me personally, I would say go talk to 5 new women a day. And the best way to do that is to go to a store. Or is to either go to a store that like sells ice cream or something. They always have women working there. Go to like a clothing shop, you know, and ask a girl. Go to a clothing store where there's women working and have her, you know, help you find new clothes. This will get you acclimated to talking to females, and you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes be, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, it's scary talking to a chick. You know what I'm saying? You got to get used to it. You got to get used to the crap test and all that stuff. So, with this girl, with the new girls, with the girl's boyfriend, she's telling me she's talking like, she tells me she's got work boyfriends and play brothers and all of this stuff, right? And it was bothering me, right? So, what I did was, you know what I'm saying? I just ate it. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but I just, you know, ate the pain. I was like, oh, okay. You know, like this is just part of dating is, you know, dealing with a female's crap or her craziness or whatever, right? So at that point in time, instead of, you know, talking to any new girls, I just dealt with it, right? So I noticed the more I dealt with it and the more her talking about other dudes bothered me, the more she would do it. The more she would just talk to other dudes in front of me, the more she would bring up her, you know, play brothers and all this whatnot. So, and it was really, really bothering me to the point where I was like, yo, you know, I'm just gonna freaking, you know, like, you know what I mean? So at this point in time, I had gotten my own apartment, right? I got my first apartment. I moved into there and there was no furniture up in there. So I didn't understand this at that time, that if you go into an empty apartment and you just sit there, then you're gonna be bored. And boredom is technically depressed in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely get bored these days. Keep yourself occupied, play computer games, tell stories to, you know what I mean, you people and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's way better than just being bored and whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, am I still in Vegas? I am still in Vegas, Brittany. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Am I ready for GTA 6? We are now. You know what I'm saying? Just got the computer upgraded. You know what I'm saying? Finally got the freaking computer upgraded. We just upgraded to iOS. We upgraded all of the, we got 8 new terabytes of memory on this mug. And the hard drives, we got all the games pushed over to the new hard drive. That way, you know what I'm saying? Once the, that way, yo, W's in the chat to Mason be sleeping. Just super chatted 10 directly through the channel. Yo, help me out with this. I love my girlfriend, but she doesn't want me lie no more about my alcohol and nicotine addiction, and I don't want to change, but I don't want to lose her. Let me know. I got you, bro. Look, if you guys super chat me any question, regardless of the amount, I got you. Okay, so look, so this is how it works, right? All right, so when you're dating a girl, you know, I've run into girls. So what it is she told you she didn't like your alcohol and nicotine because that's a shit test, right? This is how you pass that shit test in the future. You're a man. She's a woman. Woman walks up to you and says, ew, you're smoking? What are you smoking for, right? This is the wrong answer. The wrong answer is apologizing for, oh, you don't like smoke? Oh, God, I'm so sorry. No, I only smoke sometimes, or, you know, I just smoke. That's the wrong answer. The right answer is, I only smoke when you're around. Thank you. I only smoke because you came over. I make sure to smoke 5 times more when you come over. That's the right answer. That is the right answer. One answer, the answer where you apologize about what you enjoy doing, is the answer that makes her talk crap and have a headache whenever you want some snoo-snoo. You giving her the answer of, oh, hell yeah, I smoke every time you come over just for you. Yep. I'm going to light another one up after this. And then another, and the sister and the brother. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I smoke. I make sure to smoke more when you come around because I know you like it. Like that's literally the answer that makes her do other stuff. Yeah, I mean, makes her do Netflix things. But yeah, the the best thing to do, Mason be sleeping, is to start talking to new girls. Go to a bar and at night, 4 times a week, pick your favorite bar, go there and have your favorite delicious meal. Women are more than likely going to start talking to you. Now if you do that, I want you to start doing 100 push-ups a day. The first thing I want you to start doing is 100 push-ups a day. And don't tell your girlfriend about it. Just start doing it. Just start doing it when she's not around, when she doesn't see you, so that you can see the change. So that you can see the change. If you do 200 push-ups a day, she'll treat you 2 times better than if you did 100. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Right? But women will tell you they like a guy with dad bod. But then if you don't work out, then she'll tell you, oh man, why don't you work out like that guy does? So it's very important that if you want to improve your dating life, you want to work out. You know what I'm saying? 100 push-ups a day, man. Do 10 of them mugs at a time. You know what I'm saying? Do the thug shake. I don't even know what that is. That's a 5 in super chat is what that is. That's a super chat request, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the thug shake is, bro. That Harlem Shake, but you got a gun on you? Like, I don't. All right, you guys, once we reach 3 more super chats, I'm going to teach you guys the ultimate blueprint on how to get a new girlfriend, on how to get a girlfriend and or how to get the girl that you're dating to treat you better. Number 1, you know what I'm saying? But these are tidbits, warming you guys up because this will take a long time to tell you guys regardless. Number 1, you want to start working out. Number 2, you want to get a bigger social circle of people, not just women, but dudes too. You know what I'm saying? Make friends with social dudes. Number 3, you want to get a hobby that you can put a lot of your time and effort into so that she's not the number 1 thing in your life because women don't like it when you make them the number 1 thing in their life, in your life. They'll beg you to put them there. But if you do, she'll start talking that shit. I miss how you used to be, back when you had other hoes. Oh man, I don't know. The spark has left our relationship. Oh man, I don't know what happened. You made me number 1. You made me number 1, and you told me you love me, and now I just feel like the spark has left. I don't know why it left. Oh my God, it's just. We need to take a break. I told you to tell me you love me. You did it. And now we got to take a break. I don't know why, but I just, you know what I mean? No, wait, tell me you love me again. Tell me you love me again. You love me? You do love me? That means the break's twice as long now. I got to tell you, just told me you love me again. You know what I mean? And every time you call her to tell her how much you love her again, that you take another extra week. You know what I'm saying? Type of 1 in the chat if the stuff I'm saying sounds like the truth, even if you don't know if it is, right? Because you've probably gone through it before. Type of 1 in the chat if this makes sense because you've gone through it before. You've dated a girl and she did some of this goofy shit to you. And you was like, what the fuck? While telling you she was doing the opposite. And you was just like, wait, hold on, what? Wait, no, look, the reason why we took a break is because you didn't pay me enough attention. All right, so tell me you love me, and I'll come back. And you tell her you love her, and then she take another 2 months off. And she go for another 2 months. and then she won't return your calls. And then when you finally do get her on the phone, she'll tell you the reason why you guys aren't talking is because you don't love her enough. She'll just keep telling you. But yeah, in that situation, the best thing to do is to do 100 push-ups a day and to start snooing elsewhere. You know, don't break up with your chick. You know what I'm saying? You just need some side hoes, bitches. It's just some side bitches. You know what I'm saying? They're great people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure you would, Brittany Brooke. You know, I'm not going to say that. Understandable, Brittany Brooke. If you knew a dude that was doing this stuff, you know what I mean? You'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe you've done this to me. We need to take a break. How could you do? Yo, W's in the chat for Leo Fuentes. W's in the chat. He just super chatted too directly through to the channel. Gang, I really like this. Is female, but I'm a man hoe. You said you're a female, but you're a man hoe? I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls like girls where I'm from, I think. Is it wrong? Is that the right one? Hey, what's good, chat? What's up, R-Raj? All right, you guys, once we reach 2 more super chats of any amount, I will be telling you guys how to get yourselves a girlfriend, even if you don't have one just yet. Okay, so, and this is going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. It's going to be so simple that you guys are going to be like, the fuck? You mean to tell me I can take myself from a 5 to a 9 within seconds of just saying this to a chick? Motherfucker. What? Yeah, wait. Hold up. Wait. But yeah, this will make a girl that you like but doesn't like you, this will make her like you back. You know what I mean? And it's gonna piss a lot of chicks off. It's gonna piss a lot of chicks off. They're gonna be mad. But, you know, the truth will set you free, but first, it'll piss you off. You know what I mean? Don't break up if your self-esteem is incredibly low and you need supply for ego boost. I don't know. Well, yeah, don't break up with your woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't do that. Don't go out and just dump your ladies, guys, even if they're being crappy. Don't do that. Don't tell her. Look, this is what you don't do. Don't tell her that you're going to do any of this stuff. You don't. Don't do that. Do not break up with your lady whores. I mean, with your good women. You know, don't do that. What you do is, you know, you go out, you know what I mean? You start going to the club, start, you know, being around females, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat for Livingston King. Rocket Racer here. Thanks for still being here. Yo, no problem at all, Livingston bros. I can't leave the fam. Shit, you know what I mean? Y'all are the peoples. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Look. Y'all, you know what I mean? A YouTuber want to quit me from making it do what it do, you know what I'm saying? They got to find me and whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to jump. You know what I'm saying? I have to whoop my ass. You know what I mean? Like, well, Fresh and Fit probably wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of these other, they're going to have to meet me up and beat me up in real life. That's all I respect. Unless he's going to meet me up and whoop my ass. If he can make all the hit pieces he want. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Meet me up and whoop my ass. It's the only thing BlastphamousHD respects. You know what I'm saying? This is why y'all think I had beef with Minnesota Boy? He just kept talking crap. And I was like, I'm not going to respect you, nigga. Unless you beat me up. Unless you can, you know what I mean? Unless you can knock me out or whoop me out in front of people. That's all. That's the only way I'm going to start treating him like a man based on the way he was acting before. You know what I'm saying? We met up. He ain't meet up. So after that, he's forever wearing a thong to me. He's just a guy that wears thongs that lift weights. You know what I'm saying? But yo, W's in the chat for Livingston King. Hey, where are you from, Brody? You know what I'm saying? Where are all of you guys from? Yo, Leo Fuentes. Aight, cool. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We got one more super chat until we reach the super chat milestone. To which case, I tell you guys a secret on dating as to where it'll take any girl's perception of you. If she perceives you as a 6 or under, unfortunately, but if she perceives you as a 6, she'll perceive you as like a 9 or a 10, even if you're unattractive. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Luckily enough for us guys, women don't care about looks. You know what I'm saying? Women care far more about survival value than replication value. We care about replication. You know what I mean? We be trying to pipe the hoes to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Get this bitch inseminated tonight is what we be thinking. Please wear protection, men. Please wear condoms. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, females be like, nah, man, I like a dude that can make, you know what I mean? That can make sure that I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that, that's pretty much it. Women just like a dude that can make them feel safe. You know what I'm saying? Women like, I mean, like, and pay for her food when you guys hang out. Pay for the dates too. If you take her somewhere, like the movies or something, pay for it. Pay for it, pay for the food, pay for the date. Don't pay her bills. Do not pay that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be a winner. Girls love winners. Yeah, but girls will love you even if you're like even if you're a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for the whole, oh, my guy has to make $8 million a month in order to get me. She's full of shit. Any female that tell you that, go on to the next one. Dump her and go get a different chick. Absolutely not. I refuse to tolerate any of that type of languaging from a female. I went out with this one chick, man. It was a long time ago, like millions of years ago. But I went out with this one chick, man. We went on a date, you know what I'm saying? And baby girl was like talking all this gold digger type stuff. That was cool, right? Then baby girl started shaming me for having money. She started shaming me. I'm paying for the shit. I'm paying for the food. I'm paying for us going to the club, paying for everything. And baby girl could go, oh, you think you're better than me because you have money? What are you talking about, bitch? I'm paying for our stuff. You want me to not? You know what I mean? Which is exactly what I did because I dropped her. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I went, Find me a different one. Nope, absolutely not. Dropped her, goofy ass. Nope. Can't no female ever come at me talking about some, Cheesecake Factory. Oh, word, bitch? I'm not gonna stay long enough to order my food. I'm not gonna do it. I had one chick do that to me, actually. No, maybe more than a couple. But this one chick, she did that to me when we went to a vegan restaurant, right? This is back when I used to be vegan, back centuries ago. You know what I'm saying? Millennials even. So, you know what I mean? Way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I used to do vegan type stuff. I take this vegan chick to a vegan restaurant. We get there, baby girl says to me, this food's not delicious, nigga. Food ain't good. I don't want none of this. Food ain't good, right? But first she says to me, she's like, yo, like, you know, like this is okay and everything. Like this is okay, right? But this is not the best. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I keep eating my food. So then she ramps it up. She's like, and I can't believe you brought me here. And I just ignore it. And she ramps it up, right? And then she doesn't eat, but she ramps, like she starts talking more shit. Then she's like, you know what? I can't believe you brought me here. This food isn't even fucking disgusting. This food isn't even good. It's terrible. And I look at her and I was like, let me remember exactly what I said. I was like, like, do you think I won't, like, what about me makes you think I won't make you walk home? Do you want to walk home? Because you'll walk home. We were on the other side of town. She would have had to catch the bus or something else. She would have not gotten back into my car with that attitude. She would have. So I had to tell her, I was like, yo, like if you keep talking smack, you're going to walk. You going to walk. Baby girl going to have to hoof it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something in my eyes or something, but she believed me. She's like, you know what? I'm just going to stop talking crap. And she stopped talking crap. know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So, yeah, one more super chat, and I'm gonna tell you guys the secret to getting a girlfriend. Ain't gonna make no sense. They ain't gonna make no sense. Y'all gonna be like, wait, the answer's been in front of me this whole time. And I'm gonna give you guys a story with it that, which is the last time I used it, the last time I saw it work, which was inadvertent. It wasn't even on purpose. So if you're watching this, it wasn't even me this time. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl was asking for it. I kept telling her no. And then at some point, I had to tell her this, forgetting that exasperates their love for you. That makes them want you harder. I thought it would make her stop wanting me. It made her want me more. And then it was really messed up because he hit me up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I can come over now. I can come over now. I can just come over. It took her, and before I told her this, the real reason why I told her this is because she was asking me to buy her a bunch of stuff. She's like, oh, and you have to buy me a new set of tires, and you have to get me this and get me that. And I was like, you know what? I told her this in hopes that she would leave me alone, and it made her start liking me so much that she started offering me shit. She's like, I can give you my truck. I'll take you wherever you want to go. I'll come pick you up. I'll take care of your family members for you. I'll do whatever you want, and I'll give you anything for snoo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, telling a female that I can't say it'll have that result, but test it out. Test it out. You test it on a girl that's already friend zoned you. The results will fuck you up. She gonna be hitting you up wanting to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Oh my. Yeah, good luck, Raj. Good luck. Good luck. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. You're capping. Yeah. You're a Minnesota boy. That's fine. Yep. You're a Minnesota boy. I can see it. I see it already. I can smell. I can smell. I can smell it on them. Nope. Yeah, I see what it is. Unfortunately for you, I've already encountered Minnesota boy, so I already know. I already understand you. You know what I'm saying? My mods already got rid of you. I hope they banned you forever. I can tell. I'm good. Nah, I know a Minnesota boy when I see one. Poor thing. He thought he had one. On to the next one. Yo, I don't trust work friends for real. Women be not crap. Yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. But like, you know what I mean? Women, they're women, guys. You can't get mad at them because think about it, guys. I want you guys to think about it. I don't want you guys being mad at women because I want you guys to think about this. If you had what every woman had, if you had the power of the universe between your genitalia, pretty much if you had the type of, like, if you had what every opposite sex wants, which is pretty much a vagina, because it's what all men want, then you would act up too. If I had the power of vagina in penis form, in male genitalia form, I would act up too. What? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, but I swear to God, yo, like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It does not get realer than that, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. So I don't want you guys, like, hating women. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you know what I mean? Like, think of it like in, what's the video game that a lot of you guys like? You guys probably know about Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Think of chicks as chaos, like childs, or chaos, like chaos. Yeah. Yeah, that's a better representation of them. Think of them like chaos. You know, if you don't treat them right, they turn into that water monster that starts devouring people and killing innocent stuff. But if you treat them good, then they turn. But if you treat them right, then they're those little blue childs, and you know they take on whatever attributes you want them to take on because they like you so much. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Don't like not like women. Just, you know, understand what it is and move accordingly. Adapt. You know, don't keep trying to change women because that's where a lot of dudes meet a lot of friction at when they dating is by trying to change women. No, don't go to the club. Oh my God. Oh God, she's a slut. Damn it. I gotta. No, don't be a slut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just. Yo, W's in the chat to X Juggernaut. Have you ever heard of Chris Chan? I have never heard of Chris Chan. Yeah, I'm saying I've never heard of Chris Chan. What does he do? Yeah, I'm saying I've never heard of Chris Chan. Yeah. But yes, do not hate women. Just learn their nature and then adapt. You know, be like water. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's chaotic and all of that crazy stuff. But the trick is I'm gonna teach you guys the secret to dating. This is the trick. This is the secret. This is how I've kept myself out of harm's reach when it came to women. Y'all don't see me having any real situations with females like most other dudes that entertain. But that's because, the truth is gonna piss a lot of you guys off. What if I told you guys that having just one woman is technically kind of sort of heading down the wrong. Just having one woman. What if I told you guys only having one woman? Hypothetically, what if hypothetically I told you guys that having only one woman, just one woman that one dedicated his life to, made a guy more susceptible to foolishness, more susceptible to gaslighting, more susceptible to a lot of men's downfalls. Think Samson and Delilah. You know what I mean? That type of shit. You know what I mean? It's more, think of it like Samson and Delilah. If you got one chick, your hair, it's going to be easy to cut. But the more chicks that you're friends with or just talk to, it doesn't always go physical. You know what I mean? Like, you know, not just females that it goes physical with, but female friends in general. The more female friends you have, the harder your hair is to cut. You know what I mean? What if I told y'all that? Hypothetically. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's cool. Yo, you banged the guy's mother, Jason Clark? That's awesome. Yo, that's hella cool you banged the guy's mother. You know what I'm saying? Tell us the story, Jason. That's really cool. Yo, that's really awesome that you banged your best friend's mother, Jason Clark. That's kind of weird, though. You banged your best friend's mother? You banged your mother? Jason Clark, what? I'm going to leave that alone. Jason Clark boned his own mother. Oh, goodness. That's keeping it in the family. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? No, Chris Chan banged his own mother? No! Oh, why did he bang his own mother, Jason Clark? Why? What reasoning was there for this? What? There's no reason. What? What? Chris Chan banged his own mother? Word? Are y'all playing with me? I might have to look this up. Hold up. So, yeah, my bad, y'all. My computer just froze in the middle of installing Fortnite. And we just spent a bunch of money upgrading this mug. Doing what we spent a bunch of money upgrading this mug. All right. We'll figure it out. It's an ongoing thing. Appreciate you guys for you guys' ongoing support. All right, you guys, we've reached the 10 super chats. So, after I tell you guys how to acquire your own girlfriend, then I'm gonna tell you guys the story of why this works. Okay, so we just reached 10 super chats, y'all. W's in the chat to my super chatters. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to everybody off up in this mug. W's in the chat to Leo Fuentes. W's in the chat to Livingston King. W's in the chat. Big W's in the chat to Mason B. Sleeping. You know what I'm saying? He's our highest donor of the hour. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas Oliveria. I hope I didn't say your name wrong, but your name is Nicholas. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas, thank you for the 2 in super chat, Brody. Yo, Mason, thank you for the 25 in super chat. Probably 30. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. Yo, W's in the chat to ex-juggernauts. W's in the chat to all of you guys. Okay, so now, this is what we're going to do today, right? This is something I've never done before. Technically, so look. So if we reach 500 in super chat, and of course I'm gonna use that to upgrade in the computer again because it just blue screened again. And I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna have to hire that guy again for more computer to upgrade the computer again. We gotta troubleshoot some more and then buy more parts and then upgrade the PC more. As of now, good news is as of now we can play Marvel Rivals. We can play Fortnite quicker, faster, better. You know what I'm saying? But it did just freeze again. Hopefully that's the last freeze it does. We're about to start up all of the downloads again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if we reach 500 in super chat in total today, which technically we're already like 50 on the way there, right? If we reach that, I will go out and hit on ladies today. I will go out and do the principle. I will go out and do what I'm telling you guys about. All right, so, and this is the tip to get you guys a new girlfriend. It makes no sense. You have to tell women you already have a girlfriend. You have to tell women you already have a girlfriend. Type a 1 in the chat if that don't make no goddamn sense. If it doesn't make no sense that telling a girl that you already have a girlfriend would make her want you more. Type a 2 in the chat if it makes perfect sense. Because women always go after guys that have girlfriends. Girls don't go after single dudes. Oh, again. Dang it. Computers are work. We knew this. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, well, we know. It happens. We all have computers. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but you have to be very specific in the way you talk about your girlfriend, all right? You have to say stuff like, now, at some point in doing this, you'll be telling the truth. Like me, this is where all my story times come from. A lot of them are dating. This is why. You know what I'm saying? Now, after a while of telling girls you have a girlfriend, you're gonna have so many girlfriends that your stories will be true, like mine. You know what I'm saying? But starting out beginning, you're gonna have to tell girls you have a girlfriend. So the way you do that is when you're talking to a girl, you tell her in stories. So you start off with a story. Now, what you guys need is an opener, all right? Because just like in that one movie with Adam Sandler when he had the kid, we learned that initiating conversation is half the battle. You know what I'm saying? Type a 1 in the chat if initiating conversation is half the battle with women. Type a 2 in the chat if, women are just a battle. Type a 3 in the chat if initiating conversation is easy. Of course it did. Let's see. Ones, twos, and threes, boys. It's so hilarious how my different channels have completely different ways of thinking about this. Freaking awesome. Okay, so we about to do some nunchucking, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, we went and got new nunchucks the other day. That only hurt a little bit. We went and got new nunchucks. Might as well test these mugs out. You know what I'm saying? Type of one in the chat if you guys want me to nunchuck while I give advice and tell you guys stories. Type of two in the chat if you guys like it better when I sit down and tell you guys stories and I'm not nunchucking and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yeah. Ones. Understandable. Let's go. Understandable, Supreme J. Okay, so peep game, right? All right, so the most important thing is really important. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to tell girls you have girlfriends. And when you tell girls you have this, I want you guys to practice telling these stories to everybody, right? Practice telling these stories to your loved ones. Those are the first people you guys practice telling your stories on. Practice telling these stories to the girl at the bar, the bartenders, guys and girls. You want these stories, and do not talk about sex. Do not talk about snoo-snoo. Never talk about snoo-snoo. You know what I'm saying? Me, I tell a lot of stories, so, you know, they're going to be in my stories regardless because, you know, like, I tell, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know. But, you know what I'm saying? It's easier if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Way easier if you do not talk about anything dirty. All right, so with that being said, this is the story I want you guys to remember. And remember this story verbatim. So, the story is, you were at a bar hanging out with friends, and, you know, these two girls, they start fighting over this guy. You know what I'm saying? And while they're fighting, you know, one of the girls, her boobie falls out. So one of the girls, her titty meat falls out, and you know you're not, you know what I mean, like it, but you know don't worry about it. It wasn't an official. Well, I'm gonna tell this story like I'm telling you guys, like you know someone who would tell the story to you. But yo, so the other day, you know what I'm saying, like yo, the other night, me and my friends we was out clubbing, you know what I'm saying, and while we was out clubbing, you know what I'm saying, we ran into while we was in the club, these two girls they just start fighting, and they're pulling each other's hair. You know, and whooping each other's whooping each other's asses and whatnot. And, you know, like, and one of the girls' tits fall, one of the girls' titty meat falls out, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a, you know, it wasn't like a good titty meat, you know what I'm saying, like something on a stripper. You know, it was like a like National Geographic's type of titty, like a, you know what I mean, like a you know, like like orangutan type of titty. So the titty meat falls out, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, both the girls' boyfriends are fighting. You know what I'm saying? So they're fighting and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Found out later on that the two girls were fighting over a guy named Jim. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that like a cookie cutter name? You know what I'm saying? It's like Bob or Frank. Super cookie cutter. So that's your opening story. You tell to women. That's the entire, take that verbatim. You know what I'm saying? Super chat me if you guys want me to retell you that story so that, you know, you guys can better memorize it and tell it to people when you guys are out hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Tell it to both women and men. You know what I'm saying? And become a man of stories, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So when you're out talking with people and hanging out, you know what I mean? You guys, you know, I want you guys sharing stories and, you know what I mean, telling these type of stories. And yes, this story, you know what I mean? Like it is, well, in my case, the story's real. That story actually happened to me. But if you tell that story to any new group of people, they will like you. Real talk. You know what I mean? Type of one in the chat if you ran into a random person while you were out hanging out and they told you this story, you know what I'm saying? And like the whole entire time they were acting like they had to go, but they kept telling you this story, that you would want them to stay and tell more stories. Type of two in the chat if you would boot that person out of the friend circle because, you know, you don't want to hear their stories. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no stories about interesting nights at the clubs with women fighting and the orangutan titty falling out. Yeah, you're not going to really run into that. Yo, what's up, Dark Bob? Yo, what's up, Bankroll Finesse? That's what's up. All right, you guys. That's what's up, Dark Bob. I appreciate you for watching me since I was 7. You guys got good energy. Bruh. All right, you guys. So, once we reach the next Super Chat milestone, I'm going to give you guys another secret to getting a girlfriend that is very, very important. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to tell you guys. So, this story I'm telling you guys right now is when this story happened to me. When the tip that I'm telling you guys to use happened to me again. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat to Man Mason be sleeping GGGs. Yo, Mason be sleeping GGGs. Let me know if you're still in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some tips just for you, brodies. All right, so. Oh, type of one in the chat if you guys want me to finish telling you guys, if you guys want me to tell you guys another story. Well, type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys another story about my new girlfriend's secret boyfriend. Tell you guys another story about when that's happened. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys want me to instead tell you guys stories on how to, talk to ladies. You know what I'm saying? Stories that'll help you guys talk to ladies. You guys want to hear, okay, you guys want to hear the story y'all came for. Understandable. I got you guys. Feel free to change your answers if you need to. Let's see. Ones, twos. Let's see. One. Understandable. Alrighty then. I got you guys. Gina. All right, guys. The most and a number. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but another really, really, really important aspect of dating is, I hate to say it, don't take advice from women. Never take dating advice from women. Never. 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 Feel free, if that's what you want to do, feel free, but I can guarantee you it'll end you in a bad place. Do not take dating advice from women. Only take dating advice from dudes that at least seem like they get women. You know what I mean? Or, guys that you see that have women, you know what I'm saying? Or, yeah. But if you take dating advice from women, like Gina just said relationships where both partners are honest with each other are the strongest. Yeah, that's all well and good, but like, you can't depend on a female's honesty. It's not good. It's not good to depend on if your spouse is honest with you for your mental well-being. I don't think it is. I don't think it's smart to put your mental stability as your partner's responsibility, because women are notorious for treating men who are honest and loving and all of that stuff not good, and then it gets them in a bad position. So as a woman, if dudes are falling for that, keep saying it. Only kick it with the dudes that are falling for that, Gina. You know what I'm saying? I would be the worst person for you to hang out with, man. You know what I'm saying? Good Lord. Because I I'm not gonna, I'm not falling for any of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not now. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys wanna see that happen in real life, like what happens when a man believes women like Gina, look no further than the phone test. When people are doing street interviews, right? They'll walk up to a couple. Type of one in the chat if you've ever seen a street interview where a guy walks up to a couple and says, "Yo, you guys are in a loving and honest relationship, right?" And the girl says yes, and the guy says yes. And then he says, "You guys don't keep any secrets from each other. It's 1,000,000% honest. You guys, neither one of you are cheating." And she says yes, and the guy says yes. And then they switch phones, only to find that only the woman is cheating and the guy don't got shit in his phone. But the woman, type of one in the chat if you guys have seen that happen before. Type of two in the chat if that don't happen. You've never seen that happen before. I mean, so yeah, guys, maybe, you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, man. It's, not every woman is like that. It just feels like it. But yeah, man. Yeah. So be careful of women's advice, men. Do not take women's advice. That's like asking a mice on how to catch mice. She gonna tell you to just leave a bunch of cheese out, and that's how you catch mice. Just leave cheese out. Buy as much cheese as you can. Leave it out, and you'll catch every single one of us. Give us the cheese for free. That'll catch us. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna catch them right there. You know what I'm saying? For real. But yeah, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Don't take everyone's advice as the best thing in the world, man. Just be careful, guys, But yeah, hope you guys have a great day as well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to, all the good stuff. But with that being said, women are good people. Just don't base your life off of one. You know what I'm saying? That is just, that's what I've noticed. That's, all my dating experience. But with that being said, let's see. Okay, so times I found out about my girlfriend's secret boyfriend. Oh, this is so easy. So, one time I was dating this freaking girl. I was dating this girl, we're going to call her Ressa. You know what I'm saying? And me and Ressa were on the bus, right? Weirdly enough, I remember back when I was 19 when I was dating Ressa. Ressa started telling me, it's very funny. The chick starts telling me on the bus, "Oh, I'm talking to other guys. You don't have a hold on me. You can't tell me what to do. I can do what I want. You can't stop me. And, oh, by the way, I'm talking to other guys and I be hanging out with them. You're okay with that, right? You're not mad, are you? You okay? All of that shit, right?" So she tells me this shit. I'm like, motherfucker, what? You know what I'm saying? So we get home and I get mad at the chick, right? I'm just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said you were being faithful this whole time. What the hell do you mean you've been talking to other dudes? And she's like, look, this is a you problem, not a me problem. You need to figure, just pretty much turns it on me. We've all had it happen. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know what? I just, dealt with it. Because, I wasn't talking to any other girls. So I felt, and by not talking to any other girls, it made me feel like she was the only girl that I would ever be able to date. You know what I'm saying? Because, I wasn't, didn't have no other female friends or any of that at the time. So, at that point in time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I moved into my one apartment or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When I moved in, I didn't really like the crib because it didn't have a lot of furniture up in there. So in order to pass the time, I started going to this girl's house. The girl was my sister, my older sister, Tammy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going over to my older sister, Tammy's crib. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm over my older sister, Tammy's crib, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm noticing that the other girl, let me see. Hey, what's up, Sharice? What's up, Darth Bob? Yo, out of the blue, for real. What's up, Angel? What's up, Angel? You know what I mean? Yo, type of one in the chat if it's not lagging. and you guys can see the chat, type a 2 in the chat if it is lagging and it's hard to see the chat. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, yeah, I mean, I go over to my sister's crib and I just keep on hanging out with her. You know what I'm saying? Now, while I'm hanging out with my sister at her crib, I'm running into, hey, 111, that's what's up. Turn up. Hey, what's up, domestic? What's up, King? What's up, Dizzy? What's up, CBL? What's up, David? Yo, what's good, Darth Bob Empire? What's good, Joshua? Yo, what's good, Solomon B. Spider? What's good, Jovan Blakes? Hey, so yo, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys have seen the new Superman movie. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys haven't seen it. You know what I mean? For real, for real. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I go over to my sister's house and I meet this new girl over at my sister's crib, and her name was Ashley. And my girl at the time that I was dating treated me so freaking bad that I'd forgotten what good women treated a man like. And you know, all it was her pretty much paying attention to me. Her being like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like your vibe. I really like hanging out with you. All of this good stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, once we reach, so at a certain point, about 2 weeks in, the girl, hey, what's up, Dizzy? Yo, two, but it look good. Understandable. Do I play sports games? I do play sports games, usually only basketball, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. All right, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? The female, you know what I'm saying, she starts like, so this chick Ashley, I'm hanging out with her, bring her back to the crib. One thing leads to another, and you know, before that, I was like depressed because the girl I was with was always like, you know, pretty much cheating on me, right? I felt real bad all the time, super depressed, right? I felt like Jason, I felt like the White Ranger probably felt when he got married to his first wife, and then, you know, he has 2 kids with her, and she tells him that she's being super faithful. He finds out about 4 years in, the kids aren't his. He's been cheated on a bunch of tons of time. All of his Power Rangers money, he spent it on her, so he had to start all the way over because he didn't think women were hoes. So, you know, he didn't, I mean, you know, I don't believe all women are hoes, you know what I'm saying? You know, 15, 20% at most. But, you know, you should, oh boy. So anyway, with that being said, you know, then the Green Ranger, he goes, or the White Ranger, he then goes and gets a second wife because he listened to a bunch of chicks that told him, happy wife, happy life, or Jaheim records, you gotta put that woman first, all that goofy shit. You know, I probably went and watched The Notebook a whole bunch of times. Oh yeah, give everything to the bitches. That's how you prove. So then he made a whole bunch more money doing MMA stuff, took all that took all that money and gave it to his second wife. And then when he gave all that money to her, turns out that she did the same thing, you know. But, you know, yeah, oh boy. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, once we reach the next super chat milestone of 10 super chats of any amount, I'm going to give you guys the next very important thing that you, the next very important tip on how to get a girlfriend. Yeah, I mean, your first tip was to tell her you already have a girlfriend, because don't no woman want a man that other women already don't want. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense at all. You know what I mean? For real, for real. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Hey, what's up? Yep, see you later, Bob. Don't let these girls get to your head, BHD. Thank you. Yeah, that's what's up. Likewise, man, don't let these girls get to your head, Bob. I mean, you stay up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm talking to so the Ashley chick, you know what I'm saying? We start watching Netflix and whatnot. And the minute I watch Netflix with a girl, the minute I watch Netflix with Ashley, the first time watching Netflix with Ashley was my first time feeling free of the hold, of the horrifying, disastrous hold that my succubus girlfriend, that my succubus girlfriend at the time had a hold on me. Freaking that I felt like, you know what I mean? Like it was my first time feeling free. You know what I'm saying? So I felt so free that I called her and dumped her bitch ass. Like I was like, hey, you know what? Yeah, it's over. You know what I'm saying? She's like, wait, don't you ever. And I hung up in her face because I didn't want to hear it no more. She was obsolete. There's no point in ever getting, what do you call that? Gaslit, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Or played with or being talked down to. There's no point. She's already a useless chick if she's doing all of that stuff. So, yeah, just throw her away, you know? You know what I mean? Just go get a new one because this one was obviously broken. So, when she felt that she'd been discarded, for some reason, all of that princess bullshit went away. She freaking caught the bus for 3 hours to come to my house, right? Unannounced. She gets there, right? And she's like, I love you so much. Why would you do this to me? I love you so much. This female had the nerve to have been cheating on me this entire time and then have the nerve to come over my house and talk about you're talking to one new girl? And every freaking weekend she had a new story about a new guy that she had kissed or some shit, right? But I boned one new chick and she's like, what? How could you do this to me? And I'm just like, because you ain't shit. I had the best. I was like, why would I ever want to? I'm not about to be with just that, like the chick that treat me like that. Why would I want that for myself? I don't. So, I dumped her. And, you know what I mean? When I started talking to a new chick, now the girl that I was dating before, the one that treated me like utter poop, like utter, just the worst way any man could be treated by a woman. You know what I'm saying? Now she comes over my house and she's cooking and cleaning. Now she's cooking and cleaning, baby. Oh, she's fixing things. She's wanting to give me back rubs. She's running the pootie wop now. And before she was doing the whole, I have a headache, pretty much what she meant was she was boning other dudes. She was getting it from somewhere else. So, why satiate me when she can instead, get me on that hamster wheel of, you got to work for it. She had me on you got to work for this pussy hamster wheel, bro. And I was falling for it because, I was a simp back when I was younger, man. I used to be simping. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get out the habit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you, bros. Yeah. All right, you guys. Once we reach 10 more super chats of NT amount, I will tell you guys the second extremely important aspect that goes into any dude getting dates. You know what I'm saying? Dating for a man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll keep it real with y'all, man. Even being an awesome dude, women make it hard, bro. They make it really hard dating as a guy. Type of 1 in the chat if you feel like females make it really hard to date as a guy. Type of 2 in the chat if women make it super easy. Super easy to bone them. Hey, what's good, Brody? Have I ever hit myself with these nunchucks? Yes, I used to all the time. I do not no longer. I haven't in a long time. It's not my tip jar. My bad, y'all. Dang, I forgot to put up the tip jar. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, God. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something. Let's see. Yeah. And we are back. Not our men are so bad, but this man disrespect me. Yeah, dudes can be as a dude. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got a challenge on their hands. You know what I'm saying? It is not easy dating as a female. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like women, they have it far easier than dudes in dating, but women still don't have it super easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's a lot of dudes out there that, you know, like I ran into a dude that just resorted into putting pills in women's drinks. Sicko, man. Complete freaking sicko, bro. You know what I'm saying? I almost beat him up too. Almost fought homie. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to put feet on homie. But, you know, he kept running. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he put his gun on me. That also helped. That exasperated my need to get the hell away from there. Okay, so Epic Games. Good Lord, man. Yo, you guys stay up too, man. Appreciate you for the well wishes, Matt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you, Harold Branch. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Who asked? That's what's up. Hey, what's up, Calvin? Yo, appreciate the compliment. Yeah, not all women are bad. You know what I'm saying? For real. Library, Fortnite. Yeah, initializing. All right, man. We had to restart our Fortnite up in this mug. Yo, W's in the chat to the mod squad, man. Appreciate you guys, yo. Ooh, that was a good one. Ooh, that was a good one, too. Real good one. That's what's up. On the bright side, after this Fortnite's reinstalled, I believe it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, it's going to work really well. Hey, what's up, Dizzy? My week's going good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope your week has gone good as well. You know what I mean? That's what's up. I like that you binge watch my story times. Water drop. Yeah. What's good? Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. You know what I'm saying? You guys were asking me to put the links up. Oh, all right. Damn. I got so into telling the stories, I forgot, man. My bad. Let me see. But yeah. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? After I acquired a new chick, you know what I'm saying? Then the chick that had been treating me like dirt, and then she starts treating me all awesome again and shit. I was just like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And that was the principle I told y'all about. Once she found out that I was talking to a new girl, then she wanted to act better. Oh, man, I'm going to treat you with respect now. Before, for some reason, when you was just with me, I treat you bad. But if you got other girls, oh, I got no choice but to treat you good now because she's in competition. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Quelo? It's you from Grindr and you miss me. What's the name of my account on Grindr? Can only imagine what the name of my account was. Yep. Another one. Another dude that likes dudes. That's looking for dudes. Appreciate the compliment, man, but you're on your own, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You're on your own. Let's see. Huh. I am looking for loyalty, and I am a Libra, and I know what it is. That's what's up. I'm a Libra too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I honestly don't really look for loyalty in women. Yeah, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here, because I'm not out here trying to be checking no female's phone and, yeah, I mean, like wondering where she at. Oh, are those really your girl's friends? Like, yeah, I mean, I definitely ain't trying to be sponsoring no girls trips. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can introduce you to some nice dudes. Um, uh, Sharice, I can introduce you to some nice dudes. You know, some dudes that'll, you know what I mean? Like some dudes that'll do that stuff. But, you know, me personally, I'm not like that. I don't want none of that. I'm good. I'm all the way good, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd much rather like a female that cook good, you know what I'm saying? And like liked all the stuff that I like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because even if I find the girl that I really do like, I'm not going to be checking her phone. I'm not going to check her phone. I'm not going to ask her where she's going. You were out late yesterday. Where'd you go? I'm not going to be doing none of that. You know what I mean? What's up, Sandan Gosh? Yo, appreciate the compliment, bros. For real, for real. Well, you know, I feel like that's a rite of passage for every dude. Every dude is going to have to deal with women at some point. If a man is dating, at some point, a man's going to have to, like, he's going to have dating stories. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like a rite of passage. It's not something that, like, negatively impacted my life or something. Oh, my God, no, women are women. Oh, no. Like, nah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I learned at a very young age, man. When I was 15, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was messing with this. I met this 36-year-old. You know what I'm saying? In the lobby of where me and my family was staying at the time. We were super duper poor, super duper poor. I was super poor growing up. So, yeah, I'm saying, I ended up moving into I ended up moving into this one place. You know what I'm saying, into a motel. And when I moved up into there, yeah, I ran into this 36-year-old chick who had a husband. What the fuck? Who had a husband. It's a good thing I'm on my phones. My internet just went out. You know what I mean? All right, you guys. Yo, what time is it where you guys are at? You know what I'm saying? What time is it where you guys are at? Mmm. Mmm. You say it's 3:39 or 3:29? Yes, it's 3:39. That's for real, for real. 2:39. Understandable, OBL. What's up, Kanae James? What's up? Oh, yeah, Dizzy, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for the well wishes. Hey, yo, Dizzy, is your mental health good, man? I hope your mental health is good, Dizzy. You know what I mean? How's your mental health, Dizzy?
Footage, did he realize the potential?
Man. Hey, what's up, Solomon? Understandable, Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're wise. You're very wise. You know what I mean? Very wise. You sound like one of my angry exes, Scant. Like, you know, you sound like a woman. You know what I mean? You sound like a woman who's just angry. So yo, so Scant, type of 1 in the chat if you're a woman, type of 2 in the chat if you're a man. This is always funny. That's good, Dizzy. You know what I mean? Likewise. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hope your life continues to be good. That's what's up, Solomon. That's what's up. Hey, what's up, Roman? What's up, Ilianis? What's up, Solomon B. Spider? What's up, CBO Kari? What's up, Jack Avery? Oh, look, she ran. There's no telling what she was. Probably it. There's no telling. Am I into UFC? I am only for sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm not jumping into the fight game, you know what I'm saying, and dealing with all their politics and all the lies of the fight game, yo. Cause there's a lot of lies that are told in the fight game, bro. A lot of them, bro. Like, man, dude, I only had 2 fights, and I already had people trying to use and abuse me, man. You know what I'm saying? One dude got mad at me because I wouldn't pay his the fight announcer got mad at me because I wouldn't pay his rent. You know what I'm saying? And then he set me up against a 19-year heavyweight boxing veteran. He paid the guy $1,500 cash to come out to Vegas just to fight me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the compliment because the way the guy figured is like, yo, we can't beat him with any of our regular people. We have to like hire a 19-year-old veteran boxer, heavyweight. You know, he even lied to me about the guy's weight. He said the guy was 180 pounds and I'm 200. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay, 180, 200, that's not too bad. That's close. I show up, the guy's 250, 260 pounds, man. You know, the guy is so well trained and so far into his journey as a heavyweight boxer, as a professional heavyweight boxer, that he was paid $1,500 to show up, and all of his flight and booking and all of his hotels was taken care of. And on top of that, the guy, when he showed up, he had 7 assistants with him. 7 assistants. He wanted me to pay his rent. He wanted me to get him a house so that he could sell vagina out of. You know, he called it, oh, these are OnlyFans streamers. No, these women are they're selling butt cheeks. And, you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys know this, but if someone is selling cheeks, wherever they're selling the cheeks at, the person that's on the lease is who goes to jail. So he was going to be selling everything out of that house. And he was hoping that, you know, since I'm a YouTuber, I wouldn't understand the game. That I didn't understand what he was trying to do. And I understood very, very, very well what he wanted to do. And I was like, nah, I'm good. So he set me up with a boxer that he knew, shit, I couldn't beat him. It would be extremely insane for me to beat that level of boxer. Granted, this was my second boxing fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys cannot hear me. Ooh, ooh. Cool, cool. I'm glad you guys can hear. All right, so type a 1 in the chat. If it's super duper laggy, oh man, I'm gonna wait. Let's wait for that one. Never mind. All right, so you can hear everything perfectly fine. That's good. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. So we just got the links off up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We finally put the links in. You guys asked me for the mugs a little bit earlier ago. My bad. It took a minute. You know what I'm saying? Okay. My computer looks to be updating. For real, for real. So, with that being said, so girlfriends, boyfriends. Bruh. You know what I mean? I forgot what story I was telling you. For real, for real. Hey, what's up, JB? Yo, you got good energy, Brody. Yeah. So, I just got my computer updated. You know what I'm saying? Just got $300 hard drops put in that mug. You know what I'm saying? A couple other parts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bore you guys with it. You know what I mean? Just got the computer repair guy just left not too long ago. You know what I mean? So yeah. So as far as girlfriend's boyfriend. Yeah. So this chick, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, that chick Risa, she just kept for some reason like treating me bad whenever I made her my number one girl. She would just treat me crappy. I don't even understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like she just needed Jesus, unfortunately. Yo, appreciate the compliment, Yash Sharma. That guy's super duper popular and well off. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get that in real life. You know what I'm saying? When I get that in real life, I know the female is attracted to me. You know what I mean? So that's you basically saying that you like me. I appreciate the compliment. I only date women though. You know what I'm saying? I already got a girlfriend too. I already got a girlfriend. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what's up, Dino. Appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you, Caden. Appreciate the compliment. What's up, Linguistic Gibbon? Appreciate you, yo. Yeah. You guys have got hella good energy. Bruh. So we waiting on my new stuff to update. You know what I mean? How many? Like, that's a super chat request. You know what I'm saying? Send a 20 in super chat. Send a 20 in super chat, and I'll tell you how many girlfriends I have. You know what I'm saying? Pego Master says, what happened to Young Child Support? I want you to guess, Pego Master. I want you to guess. Hey, Doom Squad. Yeah, be careful spamming. You know what I mean? My mods don't like spamming. You know what I mean? How did I learn to talk to girls? That's a super chat request, man. You know what I mean? Cause you're a chick. You know what I mean? And no offense, but chicks, you know what I mean? Like, you know, chicks tend to shame men for knowing anything about women that doesn't lead to the man falling for the woman's foolishness and then running everything to her. You know what I mean? Nightmare Girl, The best way I could put it is from a book. I learned how to talk to girls from a book. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to learn about is in a book. You know what I mean? It's all in the book. So let's see. Okay, so I remember at one point, okay, so my girlfriend's boyfriend. I got the best boyfriend's girlfriend story for you guys. The best. And it's hilarious. So what happened was this. I was dating this stripper. You know what I'm saying? This exotic dancer female. She was bad. She was so bad that if I showed you a picture of her, there's no point. She's so bad. I don't even show pictures of her no more. You know what I mean? Because most y'all gonna think I'm lying regardless of what I tell you anyway. And then the other half want to see the picture so that they can slide her DMs. You know what I'm saying? Which is what which happens every single damn time. A bunch of dudes will slide her DMs and be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, you know, you should get with me. You shouldn't be with BlastphamousHD. You should get with me, which is a mistake. And they don't even understand it's a mistake. I'm not going to correct them. You know what I'm saying? Good luck, buddies. You know what I'm saying? Good luck paying for all of her Ubers to come see me. You know, good luck. Good luck. She's going to have you paying them bills, bruh. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. What's up, Darth Bob Empire? Understood, but I ain't like that. Also, that's wise. Hey, thank you, Nightmare Girl. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? You might have good energy. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Josh? Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm glad I helped you a lot, Sharice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I'm glad, you know what I mean? Like, I'm able to keep you guys rooted, you know what I'm saying? Way happier and whatnot. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Much love to you guys back, you know what I'm saying? My girlfriend's boyfriend. What's going on? All right, so. Wow. So, yeah, my computer just blue screened again, and I just sunk a ton of money into fixing it. Well, we just sunk a ton of money into fixing it. Shit. Well, you know, computers, we knew what this was. All right, it just means it's going to take a little bit more diagnostics to get it to get it fixed. It's going to take a little bit more time. That's cool. All right, so with that being said, let's see, boyfriend's girlfriend. So I was dating this exotic dancer, right? Baby girl was insanely attractive. She was so bad that if I showed y'all a picture of her, most dudes would just become toxic towards me because, you know, it's not, because they would understand inside them it's not fair that they're not with the girl. So I'm just not going to show a picture. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm dating her for like 5 years. 5 years into us dating or just messing around. And when I say dating, I mean this girl was my cuddy buddy. You know what I'm saying? She would come through and we would just watch Netflix. That's all we would do. She would literally only come over when she wanted to watch Netflix. I'm not spending hours worth of time with this chick every single day. She would come over at 9 p.m. You know what I'm saying? She would come over at snoo hours. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why she was only able to come over at snoo hours was because she had already proven herself to be someone that I didn't want to date super duper long term. Because, you know, I would show up to pick her up and another dude would be dropping her off, and then she would get out of his car, come and get into mine. While I'm hanging out with her, her phone would go off. She had like a lot of boyfriends, right? And females that are very attractive, they get hit on like 20 times a day. They can't say no to all of them. And these are dudes who aren't asking for snoo. They're asking to pay her bills. I understand completely, ladies. Shoo, you know, I used to have a girl paying my bills. You know what I mean? Before I was doing YouTube and whatnot, man. I was dating this one girl named Cher. She's paying all my bills, cooking for me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I completely understand, ladies. You know what I'm saying? When someone's like, no, I'll buy you whatever you want. Just, be with me. Can't say no every time. So, with that being said, baby girl, she's coming over. I know she got a bunch of different dudes. You know what I'm saying? She's always telling me, oh, I'm about to leave your house and go to a different guy's house. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the way it works is the badder the chick, the badder she gonna act. Usually. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Now, whenever a girl does this type of stuff, never get mad. Just don't make her your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not any girl that tells me foolishness like this about the other dude she's dating, I'm not gonna make her my girlfriend. I'm not gonna date her. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna get no ring. You know what I'm saying? Like if a female is dating me or we're hanging out and she jumps onto another man and starts hugging him, she's fuck zoned. You know what I mean? She's now in the fuck zone. The fuck zone is all she gets is Netflix. That's it. There's no promise of, happily ever after or ring or marriage or any of that stuff because she's shown me who she is. Well, at least to me. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Josh? Yeah. Real talk. So, with that being said, 5 years into our situationship, she comes to me one day, and she knows I'm an avid user of rubbers. I've never hit a chick. I haven't hit a chick without a condom in the last 15, 20 years, right? Long time. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, she knows that. So I've only used rubbers on the chick. So one day she comes over and we're watching Netflix and she's like, yo, take off your password protection. And I'm like, I'm not taking off my password protection. I'm not, no. And then, like not too long later, we keep watching Netflix. Not too long later, she's like, yo, I'm serious. I want you to take off your password protection. And I'm like, no. Wow, I'm not doing that. Why would I do that? Absolutely not. So then, about another, not too much longer into Netflix watching, she's like, yo, she stops me. She's like, I'm serious. Take off your password protection. I'm dead serious. Like, you have to take it off. Take it off right now. So I'm like, no, I'm never taking it off. You good? You know what I'm saying? And then we keep watching Netflix. You know what I'm saying? We finished watching Netflix or whatever, and she ghosts me for like 9 months, right? Like 9 months, like a couple of days before 9 months would have gotten there. Then she's like, yo. She comes at me and she's like, yo. So I have a son now. And that's when I figured it out. She'd gotten pregnant before she came over and then tried to blame it on me by getting me to take the condom off. If I would have took the condom off, I would be taking care of this baby right now, believing that it was mine. Nigga. I would be taking care of BHD Jr. right now, not knowing it's someone else's baby. So then she tries to see if I'll help her take care of the kid, even though it's not mine. She's like, yo, so can I bring him over? Fuck no, you can't bring it over to my crib, nigga. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? What you think we gonna do? We about to play pat a cake, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Mickey Mouse, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Walt Disney, bitch. I ain't what you think what you think we gonna do when you get here? Watch Blue's Clues, bitch? The fuck? Don't bring your baby to my house, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So she tried to bring her baby to my crib. I told her, fuck no, nigga. You know what I mean? You can come without the baby. You know what I'm saying? Because contrary to popular belief, I ain't the pappy. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? Just tried to otter pappy my black ass, nigga. I ain't. Oh, that's what's up. Hey, what's up, Swaggy? At least I can get blood to test and see if it's not mine, truth seeker. Okay, think of it this way, guys. You know what I'm saying? Think of it this way, yo. So you say that at least with a blood test. Okay, so type of one in the chat. If you go to your baby mama and ask her for a blood test, she's gonna be nice about it and say, yeah, I'll get you a blood test. Type of two in the chat if she's gonna yell and scream at you about how you don't trust or love her. She's gonna argue. What do you mean blood test? What, you don't trust me? What, you think I'm cheating on you? Oh, you meant even if she isn't, regardless of if she is or isn't, it's always gonna be an argument about how you don't trust her. I avoid it. I avoid it altogether, bro. It's gonna be a 2. It's gonna be a 2. She gonna yell and scream at you and gaslight you. And so even if it ain't your kid, women are really, really good at, you know what I mean, at doing this shit so a guy never finds out. If I get this blood test, it proves that you don't love me. And I'll never go anywhere near you again. But if you don't get the blood test, then, you know, I'll bone you on your birthday. So, be careful, men. Yeah, I'm saying, truth seeker, be quiet. He says, well, at least we can get her a blood test to prove it's not yours. I never said she wouldn't argue, bro. Bro. That's not just an argue, bro. That's a physical fight, bro. That's a physical fight. She is going to break your legs, man. Understandable, Sharice. Yeah, any female, it's like asking a female to get a prenup. What, you don't trust me? And then it's the same thing if you ask a dude, you know what I mean? I guess for females, I don't know, but I'm guessing. I have a lot of female friends, they tell me stuff. I'm guessing it's the same thing asking a dude to wear password protection if he doesn't want to wear password protection. Oh, what, you don't trust me? You know what I mean? It's just the worst gaslight you can get, pretty much. But yeah, with that being said, yo, so if you guys have any questions or any dating questions, if you guys want those mugs answered, you know what I'm saying? If you super chat them through, I can see all of the text and I'll be able to, you know, like read through them and answer you guys' questions and whatnot. Type 2 in the chat. Well, no, never mind. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, the easiest way to super chat your boy is straight through the tip jar, which is the link that's pinned in the comment section, you know what I'm saying, of this mug. Now, if you guys super chat it instead of sending it through the channel, then not only do I not have to pay taxes on it, but I'll answer 2 of you guys' questions instead of just 1. You know what I mean? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the truth was she was not planning on leaving me. You know, probably not. That girl, she wasn't planning on leaving me, but like, I'm not gonna stick around if I'm just, you know, she's getting pregnant by other dudes and trying to pin the baby on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't, you know what I mean? And even then, I could see past that. But then she wasn't coming over dropping the butt cheeks off. So if she wasn't coming over, you know, hitting the snoo, then, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I dropped her, bro. That's why I dumped her, bro. I was like, bro, you know what I mean? She expected me to be with her and her not come over, you know what I mean, to hit these appointments, you know what I'm saying, for us to exercise together. So I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm all the way good. You know what I'm saying? I got out of that one. You know what I mean? Yeah, stories like that can leave men's life ruined. Understandable, Nightmare Girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a story like that, bro. So think of it this way. If I had took off the rubber, which would have been a glorious mistake. Number one, I would have opened myself up to whatever other dude she's boning might have given her. Or, you know what I mean? That's never good. Never do that. Number two, you know what I'm saying? I would have believed it was my kid. that would have put me in a situation where I would be getting DDG'd and she would be Haley Bailey, and it wouldn't even have been my kid, right? So let's say, how long before I'm so tired of how this female treats me that I decide to finally get a DNA test? 15, 18 years. 18, 20 years. Me personally, I'm going to want to wait until, the kid is old enough as to where I won't hurt his feelings, not talking to his mom no more. You know what I mean? So I would probably wait a while. So for me, it would be 18, whatever years, right? So after 18, whatever years, I bonded with this kid for 18 years. I've spent everything keeping him safe. I've paid for everything, made sure he was safe, everything. And then at that point, I finally find out the kids. Mind you, I'm taking care of the mom too because it's the mother of my child, paying for all of this. Yeah, that's depression. That's bad. That is not what I want. That's not what I want. That's why I wouldn't marry Dr. Girlfriend. She's like that. She's a feminist, hardcore feminist. A lot of dudes think, oh yeah, you want to date a feminist, a woman, a strong, independent woman. I don't want shit to do with no strong, independent women. I don't want nothing to do with them. They can take their strong ass somewhere else and, take themselves to Cheesecake Factory since they so damn strong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. I like me feminine women, bruh. I like me women, feminine women, bruh. And besides that, you know what I mean? Women that are independent women, y'all don't want shit to do with me, ladies. Y'all don't want y'all better run. Y'all don't want nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Independent ladies, y'all know how bad it would get, how horrible it would get for y'all. Terrible. Nope. You know what I mean? Y'all best be dating dudes that's going, suck leg meat and, just do whatever they say to do. Those dudes are way, way nicer than me, man. Way better of a catch than I am. Independent ladies. I've seen people paying child support for years and years until they find out it wasn't their biological kid the entire time. Yeah, I see that a lot too, Nightmare. You know what I'm saying? I see it a lot. Why y'all think I ain't got no kids? Think about that. Why do y'all think BHD really hasn't had any kids? Why y'all think BHD really ain't got married yet? I've had women ask. I've had women ask to marry me. You know what I'm saying? To which case, I let them know that I'm not really thinking about marriage, that I've never thought about it. Women will do stuff, be like, have you ever thought about marriage? No, never thought about it. Not one time. Not once. Hey, thanks for the compliment, bro. Does BHD really want kids? I'm down for kids with the right woman. You know what I'm saying? Once I get with a girl, you know what I'm saying, she treats me the way I like to be treated. She treats me, good for, at least 5 years. You know what I'm saying? That way I can make sure our energies match, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to take things slow with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down for having kids. I'm down to get married and all of that stuff. Once I run into the right woman that treats me right for 5 years straight, I'll get married to her. Hey, what's up, Sharice? Hey, happy birthday, yo. You know what I mean? Be careful. You know my mods, they don't do spam. Happy birthday, bro. Hey, what's up, Motivfest? Can you describe a good woman? A woman that brings you peace. That's a good woman. Easy. The reason why it's so hard for a lot of dudes to define good women is because there's not a lot of women that bring them peace. Dudes aren't used to being brought peace. So no dude asks for it. You know what I'm saying? I like a woman who's feminine, you know what I'm saying, who's nurturing, who's loving, who enjoys to do the things that I enjoy to do, and who brings me peace. That's a good woman. You'll notice loyalty wasn't really in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to cuff a chick and, tell her, oh, you got to be nice to me. You got to be You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be with only with me right now. I'll never ask a woman to do that. You know what I'm saying? But all I ask is that she brings me peace. That's it. Peace. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff I like. You know what I'm saying? Like any of that. If she don't bring me peace, she get dropped. She get dumped. Even if I'm with her for 6 years. Like Dr. Girlfriend. She stopped bringing me peace. Deuces. I know she mad, but so what? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, bet she'll stop saying stupid stuff. Huh? She talking that dude shit. I'm gonna get some new shit. Fuck her. Deuces. I move on to something better, betters. Bitches that bitches that actually like to fuck. To say bye-bye, say, nigga. Yep. You have to be a good person in order to be a good parent. So before you plan to have kids, I feel like you should PLA. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what the play is. Yeah. A good woman is just a woman that brings a man peace. You know what I mean? I like a woman that brings me peace. I like a woman that's entertaining. You know what I mean? That's fun to be around. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying? If the woman's gonna be difficult and try to be difficult as shit, she's gonna be difficult by herself. You know what I mean? Like, I'll leave a female at a bus stop. I'll leave her at a casino. I'll leave her because in my brain, I have a better chance of finding a nicer woman on the walk through the casino back to my car than I do trying to change this woman from acting the way she already acts. It's just easier. It's life is lighter. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. But with that being said, you can't live you can't live without women. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important for a man to, date. You know what I mean? Bro, that's golly. Appreciate the compliment, Watchdog Research. Even though I know what that actually means. But appreciate you for not doing what everyone else does and just says some wild crap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, appreciate the compliment. You know what I'm saying? I already got a girlfriend, but I appreciate the compliment. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, Nightmare Girl? You guys are hilarious. Hey, yo, so Watchdog Research. What do you mean by that, bro? You know what I mean? Like, you gonna have to let that go, bro. Like, I told you, bro, I already got a girlfriend, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm gonna need you to not do that. I'm gonna need you to step away from that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go to James Charles' stream, man. He's with it. You know what I mean? Thank you. I love Griffin family. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the compliment. Yep. My homeboy just called me. You know what I mean? Then calls it a joke. Yeah, the biggest red flag in a man, from my experience, who jokes are aggressive as hell. Yeah, I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that says they want you, but they're just joking. Yeah, that's you know what I mean? Those ones. Yeah. I appreciate that, Vincent Sturm. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a good person. And I also refuse for anybody to tell me differently because I already know that's what the internet attempts to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've stayed here this entire time. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because what's really funny is even before I started doing YouTube, when I would go to school, dudes would try to do the same thing. You know, try to convince me that I'm some sort of bad person. Like, that I'm like, word? Like, and dudes will usually do it when you start talking about, dating. Whenever I start talking about dating, that's when dudes start coming out the woodworks with this, you're a terrible person. And you just need to, you need to change your life. And you're all of this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I am super duper used to it. Yes. Yeah, yeah. If you want to say something to me that you think that my mods are probably gonna ban you for saying or something or time you out for saying, say it in the super chat. My mods know not to ban my super chatters. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys want to say some wild stuff and whatnot, like the dude who wouldn't stop telling me he wanted to be my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy. Already got a girlfriend, not looking for any more. And even then, I already got a girlfriend. Obviously, only into girls being my girlfriends. You know, not not looking for any dude girlfriends, but appreciate the compliment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but that's what happens though. If you start talking about having girls, dudes that don't get no hoes or no play or no bitches, will start talking crap. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. It's the way it goes. And then at the same time, they'll be telling you that they do get hoes. Oh no, I get all the women. You know what I'm saying? But, type of one in the chat if you guys have ever had someone who you knew didn't get any women tell you that they got women. Type of two in the chat if you've never seen a dude lie about getting women. You guys are funny. Hey, appreciate you, TNT Social. You got good energy. I've met some dudes who aren't jealous, but they are a bit more jealous in real life. Understandable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes be jealous, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we don't talk about politics. You know what I mean? My super chatters know. All right, so Vincent Sturm says, and you retracted your message when you put it out. I don't get it. Alden Brookshire says, I'm single and happy. My money is my money, and I spend it on myself. It's amazing. Okay. You must have one hell of a workout program, Alden. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so Alden, what's your workout program? Yeah, Vincent, telling people that you do good things for people, it'll only make them try to lie harder on you. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's weird. Well, I've learned to do different. I've learned to start telling people the good I do for other people because, like, if I don't document it, who will? But, you know what I'm saying? If you go out in person and you tell people that you do stuff for people and that you help them and that you're nice, you know what I'm saying? Then all they'll do is just like, get mad at you. Hey, yo, Vincent, Jeremy. Oh, coconut head. So all you do is think about my head, huh? Like, that's funny that all you do is think about my head. So you're another dude that's got a crush on me, huh? That's what that is. That's, I've read the books. It's bad, man. It's, yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? It's like you saying that you have a crush on me. So I appreciate the compliment. It's Ellie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you have a crush on me. I get it. Appreciate you. I have a girlfriend, not on the market. Not on the market. Jeremy, you have a crush on me. You know, appreciate the compliment. I've already got a girlfriend. Um, like, you know, hope you got a girlfriend too. But if you did, you wouldn't be in here. Yeah, being a weirdo. Talking about a grown man's head. Yeah. That's what's up, though. Appreciate the compliment. Very suspicious, Jeremy. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you guys a story. You know what I'm saying? There was this one girl that had a crush on this dude. And all she would do is just treat him like crap. Just always try to talk smack to him. Oh, you're not a, oh, you're, oh, yeah, you're this, oh, blah, blah, blah. She would do it every time she saw him. Every time she saw him. And then every day when she got home from school, she would have a shrine in her closet, you know what I'm saying, built with freaking, with him, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's from a cartoon named Hey Arnold. You know what I'm saying? Another funny story about something like that. When I was in junior high, I hadn't had very much experience with women. This girl walks up on me on my first day of school. She looks me dead in my face and she says, "Your lips are ashy." And when she said that to me, she waited for my response. And I didn't really have a response because it was weird. I was like, I don't understand. I don't get it. It didn't compute. AKA, I passed her shit test and didn't know I did, right? Since it didn't bother me, I passed the shit test, did not know, right? So, with that being said, then the girl looks at me and she says, "You want me to lick him for you?" She was talking shit to see, who I was. And then when she got the response that let her know that I wasn't, like all the other dudes, then she starts coming on to me super hard. "Oh, you want me to lick your lips for you? We should hang out. Come to my house. This is where I live at. Here's my address." You know what I mean? Hilarious. Hilarious how that works. Do you have a regular job? I mean, pretty much, I play poker on the side and I also teach on the side. I teach a lot of things, but one of the things that people want to learn from me the most is usually dating. So that's, what I mean? Like, yeah. I have a girlfriend, but my ex-girlfriend a couple years ago broke up with me because she cheated on me with another man. It's more common than you would think, bro. It's pretty freaking common. I wonder why Jeremy left. I wonder why Jeremy left. Why did he leave? Is it that we knew who he was? You know, we psychicked him. We knew him better than he knew himself, and he ran. Huh? Oh God, he knows. This doesn't work on him. Oh no. Blood? My dog is a Casanova. I am not. I am not, bro. Anyone that talks to women and tells you they have women completely figured out, ooh. I mean, I don't have women completely figured out. I just have them figured out enough as to whereas, you know, I'm not getting like, you know, treated really bad by females and stuff, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's as far as I've gotten so far. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up, Renda? What's up, Renda the Raw? Let's see. You need somebody to catch you up? I like that you're a happy person, Sharice. That's what's up. You guys have a hella good energy, yo. You know what I mean? All right, you guys. So I'm more than likely about to get out of this mug. You know what I'm saying? It seems like the energy of the stream is, you know what I mean? But we're going to end on some, I would love to end on some music, but I know I'll get hella copyrighted. You know what I mean? Let me see. GG streams. Show some guns. I don't have any guns. I don't keep any weapons in the crib, really. You know what I mean? For real, for real. You say, all right, you guys want me to type of one in the chat if you guys want me to stay and tell you guys what happened to Dr. J if we reach the next super chat milestone, which is 10 super chats of any amount. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if you guys, let me see, if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of what happened with Dr. Girlfriend once we reach the super chat milestone, which is 10 super chats of any amount. Do it in real life stream. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I would do it in real life stream. I just spent all of my monies on getting the computer fixed. Like getting the new hard drives. It cost me $700 to get to have the guy come over and fix everything, to install everything. You know what I'm saying? Good news is, you know what I'm saying, we can now play Fortnite and Marvel Rivals. We can now play every game we want to play, including GTA 5. But I still have some more stuff to do on the computer. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta wait until I get paid from my actual job. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I am a midget wrestler announcer person. You know what I'm saying? I announce midget wrestling in my spare time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat to Roman. W's in the chat to Roman Marias. W's in the chat. All right, so you guys said ones. Okay, so you guys want me to tell you what happened to Dr. J and the women once we reach the super chat milestone, which is 9 more super chats. You know, so 9 more super chats. I will tell you guys exactly what happened to Dr. J and the women. We'll make this mug. So matter of fact, type of 10 in the chat if once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is 9 super chats, you guys want to make this a Q&A. You know what I'm saying? But if I can't get to you guys' questions because I'm telling a story or I don't see it, you know what I mean? If anyone if you guys super chat the question through to me, I'll see it. You know what I'm saying? I said a 10. Type of 10 in the chat if you guys want me to make this a Q&A. Type of 20 in the chat if you guys just want me to keep it the regular way I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just tell stories. And no, to answer social. My other stream is being held up by I have cameras. I have phone things that, can it be personal questions? If it's through a super chat, you can ask personal questions. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if it's a super chat, you guys can ask me personal questions. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what's up. Yeah. Yo, that's cool that you in love with me, that you love me. Mock life? You say you're from Russia, you know, I wish you luck. Yeah, I'm saying you about 2/3 of the way there, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Appreciate you for the compliment, Brodies. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see it, Renda. I didn't even see your tease. Oh, okay. If you guys super chat them, if this is a super chatted question, they can be personal. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I mean, even regular questions can be personal, but if I don't see your personal question, if you super chat it through, I will see it because it's up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's awesome, Sharice, that you see I'm a famous person. You know what I mean? So famous so that you're here watching me now. Yeah. Yeah, that's good that you know that I'm a famous person. You know, I mean, there's no reason to really reiterate that, but I appreciate you for the compliment. May I ask what happened to Alex? You can ask. Sure. What's up, PG? Understandable. You know what I mean? Jinx was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jinx was too, I don't know. Like, Jinx was not a trustworthy person, bro. He was probably one of those backstabbiest YouTubers I've ever met in my life, bro. Backstabbing piece of shit, man. Backstabber, bro. Backstabber, bad, bro. I took that stripper female I told you guys about a little bit later on that tried to tried to trick me into thinking that I was her baby's daddy. I took her over his house to do a collab to help him on his YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I go to do the collab, gets the girl's number behind my back, and pays her $3,000 for Snoo Snoo. You know what I'm saying? He paid her. I mean, he paid her 3 G's, and she spent the money on me. You know, these 1,500 of it on me. She bought me my cores and all this stuff. But I'm like, you gonna go like behind my back, like, and get my girl's number when I brought her to his house to do a collab to help him? That's grimy. And because of that, I stopped fucking with him. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, I appreciate you, I Love Griffin family. You know what I mean? George Foreman is one of the strongest boxers of all time. Thank you. Appreciate the compliment. Yo, appreciate the well wishes, Ren. 3K for Snoo Snoo. Your boy, yeah, Jinx paid Jinx and his brother paid to smash the girl. 3 G's. I'm like, that's not a good idea. You don't want to pay for Snoo Snoo with women. The reason why you don't want to pay for sex with women is because if you're not some sort of Thor, unless you have Thor level penis, you know what I'm saying? She's just gonna make you pay for it every time in the future. Every time. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Unless you dropping Thor's hammer off in baby girl's pants. Yeah, he was trifling, bruh. He was trifling. I wasn't tripping. I ain't tripped. You know what I'm saying? I just stopped talking to him. I was like, I'm good, man. I'm good. Interesting. Thor penis. I don't know. I heard it in the video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the compliment, Ren. Yeah, there's a lot of guys who pay for snoo snoo, man. There's a lot of them. A lot of celebrities that pay for snoo snoo, man. And you know what I mean? Like, you know, if they hung out with me, they wouldn't have to pay. But they don't know me, so, you know, they usually end up having to pay. You know what I'm saying? You'd eye to that robot? Understandable. All right, let's see, man. All right, man. Right now, we are currently upgrading our Fortnite. You know what I mean? We've been trying to get this month to download for like 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Great things come to those who wait. And we are 14%. 14% fully downloaded on the freaking Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Pay for what? Pay for snoo snoo. Pay to get laid on. Pay to get laid towards. Pay to get laid at. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so where would you guys want to see me go as far as an in real life stream? You know, you guys want to see if I get hit on as much as I say I do. Nah? My title got me confused. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if once we reach Super Chat milestone, you guys want me to do a prank call. You know what I'm saying? Prank call some restaurants. Type of 2 in the chat if once we reach the Super Chat milestone, you guys want me to tell you guys another crazy dating story. You know what I'm saying? Cali. That's what's up. For real, for real. Understandable. Very, very understandable. Dang. Well, I mean, I suppose I could go see the new yeah, if I leave and my computer blue screens, all right, so type of 3 in the chat if you guys want me to set a super chat milestone for me to just leave the day and go around and live stream from different places I go, like go to the casino and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Type of 4 in the chat if you guys want me to stay home and play video games instead. Understandable. 3s and 4s, men. 3s and 4s. Yep, no going to the strip bar. I would never go there. Yeah, bruh. See, yo, type of 1 in the chat if you guys have ever been to the stripper club. Type of 2 in the chat if you've never been to the stripper club. Yeah, I like whores. I really do. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want any of these good women that people keep telling me that I should want. I don't want no church-going lady unless she's, you know what I mean? Unless she's not gonna make me wait. I don't want a woman who's gonna make me wait. I don't want anything to do with that. There's nothing me and that female can do. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm down to kick it with a chick. You know, I know it take like 10 hours for a chick to become comfortable with a dude, to which case she, like, throws her butt cheeks back. But I don't want that. I don't want to be with no chick who's trying to, you know what I mean? Oh my God, you got to wait. No, you got to do all, oh God, you got to jump through hoops. No, wait. I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, think of it this way, right? Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm right as rain, bros. Yo, I like that you're here for me, Rinda, to watch the show, most definitely. He would take you pull a gun on your cousin. God, Jesus, love Family Guy. Good Lord, that's one hell of an escalation. It's understandable, Rinda. You know what I'm saying? The easiest way to hit me up, Rinda, is, yeah, you're just goofing around. Yeah, we all is. You know what I'm saying? The easiest way to hit me up, though, is to hit me up through my Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Message me on there. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to chop it up to me. You know what I'm saying? That goes to everybody. If you guys want to chop it up to your boy, you want to hit me up, want to talk to me, easiest way is through my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You got it after 2 months because it was my birthday. Y'all was together for 12 years. How long have you guys been together for 12 years? That's what's up. Torsten Armory says, yeah, I love whores, but you're always going to get cheated on by a girl like that. Type of 1 in the chat if only whores cheat on you. Type of 2 in the chat if church-going women who go to church 7 days a week will usually bone the pastor if she likes, or if he's attractive, or a deacon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, because one of you guys was like, oh, dude, yeah, but I mean, the whores are awesome, but they'll cheat on you. I mean, at least you'll know up front. You know what I'm saying? You know not to expect loyalty from a stripper, but everyone expects loyalty from a church-going woman, which I believe would lead to the worst of heartbreaks, which is why I'm not even, oh boy. Bro, you know how many church-going women I've had come to my house and try to smash me immediately when they met me after first making sure that I wasn't religious like them. I had a girl come over my crib, you know what I'm saying? It was a friend of a female friend's, right? The female friend that was bringing her over was bad as shit. Bad as shit, right? Bad as shit. The girl that was coming over with the friend was not bad as shit. She was attractive, but she wasn't super attractive, right? Baby girl came and sat next to me. And then, she did what every female does. They ask you questions that try to, shit test, to try to see if a guy's, weak-minded or not. You know what I mean? And she's like, yo, do you believe in this? Do you believe in that? Blah, 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 blah. Once she was thoroughly convinced, I told her, I'm not gonna go to church with you. I told her, I was like, yo, look, I like your vibe. I like you. You're attractive. We can hang out, but I'm not going to go to church with you. I'm not doing all this other shit. I'm not quitting anything I already do. I'm not stopping nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, I told baby girl, look, you could be an add-on. That's about it. And baby girl was like, let's go to your room and pray. Those were her exact words. Let's go to your room and pray. While like holding my hand and then, let's go to your room and pray. And when we got to my room to pray, nothing went physical, but she was not trying to pray at all. She never spoke one word about the gospel. Not one. Not one. Not one. Didn't even allude to it. When we got back to the room, she starts trying to take stuff off. Okay, so like, where do you want to do it at? We do it here. And I'm just like, but you learn to not to be too surprised by stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I was way younger, I used to date a whole lot. Nowadays, I'm a born-again virgin. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had snoo in 8 years. Super celibate. And if anybody says anything against that, Black China, it works for Black China. Huh? Mia Khalifa says it. Exactly. I'm not even going to say nothing on that. I've met some of the most biblical women, bro. And they all right. That's hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about, Treviso. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is your first time in the live today. But if not, you know what I'm saying? It could be, I don't know what you're doing, but my mods are my mods. And I don't. With that being said, shout out to the mod squad. You know what I mean? Like, yo, doing the Lord's work out this mug. Appreciate you for the compliment, Mohit. Yeah. Oh, you just wanted to edit me? Yeah, feel free, man. You know what I mean? My freaking, these are all public. You know what I'm saying? All right. Dating is treated like a cash grab nowadays. I mean, yeah, low key. I mean, it could be worse. You know what I mean? Yo, appreciate the compliment. It's awesome that you've been watching me for years, Demetrius. Thanks for the compliment. Yo, that's awesome that you've been watching me for years and years, Noah. Appreciate the compliment. Have I ever thought about doing MMA? Yeah. You know what I mean? I thought about doing it, getting into the fight game. But after seeing what those guys go through, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to deal with what they go through. You know what I mean? All right, you guys. Once we reach 9 more super chats, you know what I'm saying? Type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to do a prank call. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys want me to do 5 pull-ups. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what's up, DWC. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Joel? Hey, Treviso, if you want me to grab the camera for a football edit, that'll be $20 in super chat. Send a 20 in super chat through, and I'll grab the camera for you, Treviso. You know what I mean? Now, easiest way to super chat your boy is either through the tip jar in the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Or you can super chat me directly through to the channel. Bruh. What's the story time? What's up, Renee? I told the story time. Can I send some music I'm working on Insta? All right, if you guys want me to listen to your music, that's a super chat request of 50 directly through my tip jar, which is the link in the comment section down below. You know what I'm saying? Either that or directly through to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want me to review your music or any of that stuff, or listen to your music on stream, AKA a super chat request, then I got you. You know what I'm saying? That is unfraggable. On any tips on how you got so fit? I don't know if you guys want the tips on how I got fit. All right, so I'm gonna tell you guys the story of how I got fit. Matter of fact, no, I'm not. It's just gonna piss the dudes off. Never mind. Nope. A whole bunch of dudes is gonna get butthurt and start, talking crap. I'm good. You know what I mean? Beyond, you know what? Type of one in the chat if you guys want to hear the harrowing tale of how I got fit once we reach the super chat milestone. Type of two in the chat if you guys want me to do a prank call to to a fast food restaurant or anywhere pretty much once we reach the super chat milestone. Yeah, because the stories, it's bad. It's bad. Decisions, chat. Also, let me know if you guys want me to Also, let me know if you guys got any super chat requests you guys want your boy to do. You know what I'm saying? Super chat request is 50 directly through the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? For that, I would let me know any video you guys want me to check out. You know what I'm saying? Or any music that you guys want me to listen to of yours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, what's up, mini fish sticks? Thanks for the compliment. Hey, that's what's up, Imani, that you've been watching me for so long. For real, for real. That's what's up, Griffin. That's good that you do 2 sets. You're doing some sets. I remember when I went to jail. I remember when I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? They caught me on jaywalking, but technically, they took me to jail for beating up a dude who tried to fight my girlfriend in front of me. Didn't make very much sense. Ended up doing an entire freaking year. You know what I'm saying? A whole freaking year. Bruh. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up doing so when I go to jail, when I get in there for a year, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, jail wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Jail wasn't really that scary. It wasn't super horrible. It wasn't any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then again, that's only because I'd already done like 15 hard years of public school in the hood. You know what I mean? You doing a public school in the hood, you're ready for it to go anywhere. You can adapt to any place. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Where am I from? I am from. I was born in Compton, Google, and I was raised in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. I used to be homeless when I was younger. You know what I mean? I used to be homeless when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was homeless for a minute, bro. I was homeless for like 2, 3 months. I was sleeping at an arcade. You know what I'm saying? I was sleeping at an arcade. You know what I mean? And every like 20 minutes, the truth about, the truth about my girlfriend's boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. I hear, hello? Could have swore somebody just knocked on my door. My bad, y'all. All right, so peep game, girlfriend's boyfriend. So I was dating this exotic dancer chick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she would always have her like we would always hang out and just like, watch Netflix together, right? So, ooh, 35. Hell yeah, there is. Let's see, hold up. Give me a second, y'all. Let's see, download. What the fuck? Huh? Wait a minute. There we go. Oh, download. There we go. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. Which girlfriend you had different girls on videos, gang? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, perfect. I got the perfect my girlfriend's boyfriend story for y'all, bro. All right, so I was in love with this one chick, bro. Yeah, I'm saying you guys might not remember it, but there was this one chick that I did a 5 nights that one night of Flumpty's video with. When we did that one night of Flumpty's video, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with chick. She was mad entertaining. You know what I'm saying? She was attractive. She was in good shape. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? This is baby girl right here, right? Tell me why. Tell me why. I start talking to baby girl, and when I start talking to her, I'm not gonna lie, bruh. When I said I used to simp hard. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I used to I wanted to like buy her shit. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately for me, I did something even worse than that. I let her move in with me. You know what I'm saying? And when I let baby girl move in with me, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah. So I met this girl, you know what I'm saying? It was the same girl that I nearly got murked or shot at, that I nearly got shot over when I was working over at C3. You know what I'm saying? If you guys remember when I used to work over at C3, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I got jumped by the girl, that's where I got jumped by the 11 dudes. You know, they tried to jump me, but when I wouldn't run or act scared, when I tried to fight these niggas instead turned around and tried to run themselves. And I still don't understand that shit. I'm like, good grief, man. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, once we reach the next super chat milestone, of 50 in super chat, either directly through the link in the tip jar, well, in the comment section, either that or directly through the channel, I will be telling you guys a story about how I honestly lost all the weight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a good amount of girlfriends. Hey, what's up, Ren? Thank you for the compliment. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, hi, Mikhail. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys can see and hear all of this. Type of 2 in the chat if you can't see or hear none of this. All right, so with that being said, this girl, I really, really liked her. I had a big crush on her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kept trying to get this girl to be my girlfriend, and I made the mistake of moving her into my crib and treating her like she was my girlfriend. What do y'all think she did? Immediately, she starts acting shitty, right? Now, mind you, the wildest thing about this is baby girl had a kid. She had like a 9-year-old. This kid was problem child from hell. Horrible female, horrible child. Kid would break my stuff, freaking, you know, like pee in places where he wasn't supposed to pee at. You know what I'm saying? Just a shitty child. And if I would ever go to her and tell her the kid did some fucked up shit, she would gaslight me and scream and yell at me like I was some sort of sick monster or something. And then the kid would run to her and hug her. Oh, Mom, save me from the bad, mean man. Oh, God, he's yelling at me for smashing his shit that he told me not to smash. Oh, God, save me. The man, he's mean. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what happened was this, right? Now, mind you, I'm letting this girl live with me so that she could be my girlfriend, right? So that we could start dating, right? Peep game. Tell me why we start, like, she tells me we talking, right? She moves in, she brings her kid with her. You know, I'm paying all the bills, I'm taking care of her. And, you know, like, she's being in videos and, you know what I mean? Even I'm teaching her how to edit, all of this type of stuff. But I keep forgetting that this is a chick. You know what I'm saying? This is a freaking woman. Oh, God. So, this is what baby girl does. I shit you not. Baby girl, she starts talking to this other guy in my house while she's with me. We're in the room, you know, I'm filming a reaction video or I'm editing a reaction video at the time. And baby girl, she gets on the phone in front of me with him and is like, yo, hey, oh my God, like starts talking dirty women shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even fucking there. And I'm just like, yo, like, this is my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, what is going on? Like, this is my house. Why are you doing this to me in my own damn house? Baby girl is like, you know, she's like, oh, you know, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. So I tried to ignore it at first, right? And I think she knew. I don't know how, but women have a very, very, very accurate way of figuring out if a man is gonna, like, you know, if he's gonna care if she's cheating on him or talking to other dudes. And then she'll use that to gaslight the shit out the guy, right? To fuck with his head, to mess with him and stuff. So, with that being said, baby girl, I forgot what she said, but she's like, she figured out that I'm the type of guys where I'm not gonna share my women. Like, I'm not gonna share my woman. I'm not doing it. Yeah, my girlfriend ain't no bag of chips, nigga. If I got a girl, that's my bitch. If you want one, go get your own. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm in the room. You know, she's talking to the guy on the phone, talking about all the dirty stuff she's gonna do with him once he gets out here. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So she's saying this stuff in front of me, and I'm not gonna lie, it was breaking my heart because I liked the girl, right? Really fucking liked her, right? So since I loved the girl pretty much. Since I really liked the girl, it was it was breaking my heart, her doing this shit in front of me, right? Not even realizing that I was simping just by moving her in the first place. I'd already fucked up. I moved her in, not charging her rent, you know, wanting to help her out because I wanted to be with her, right? So, needless to say, you know what I mean, not too much longer later, you know, baby girl, she starts treating me like crap. Like, and Adams with the injury, whenever her kid does some goofy shit or fucks some shit up, she's, you know, completely acting like, oh, it's your fault for having stuff here, having expensive stuff here. It's your fault, blah, blah, blah. Just pretty much gaslighting me, right? So at a certain point, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie. I blew up on her. I did. I blew up on her, and this was a mistake. I blew up on her and threw her the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. What I did was one day she's on the phone with this nigga like for the 4th day consecutively while I'm working. She's trying to fuck up my workflow. What do you do? I'm paying all the bills. Why are you fucking with my workflow? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, females, once they smell blood, they'll do anything to try to hurt your feelings or to gaslight you or fuck with you. Wow. She would have said that she would have said she would have boned him in front of me if she knew it would piss me off bad enough. They'll say anything, which is why I generally don't listen to women when they tell me stuff. It goes in one ear and out the other, for the most part, because damn near half of what females say is gaslights nowadays. Oh, well, I'm gonna go hang out with my guy friend after work. But, yeah, whatever, dumb shit. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Baby girl, you know, when she tell me that, when she, on the 4th day of her talking to this nigga on the phone out loud, having him on speaker, telling me all the nasty, dirty shit she was gonna do with him. Mind you, she didn't do no dirty shit with me at that point. I'd never done shit. I'd never even seen a little bit of the titty. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm like, yo, so I'm paying for this female and her kid's whole existence. I'm paying for all the bills. Not a little bit of it, not 50% of her bills, all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeding her and her child. You know what I'm saying? Paying for everything. And she's going to talk about all the shit she's going to do with this nigga when he gets out here. But I'm not, none of that gets done with me, and I'm paying all the bills, and I'm the one taking care of her and her kid. She's got to fucking go. You know what I mean? So I dropped her. I cut her off completely. I got mad on the 4th day she's doing this shit in front of me in my house. You know what I'm saying? I just told her, yo, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Get the fuck out of my house. You and your kid, get the fuck out. We good. You ain't got, and she knew I had a crush on her. She knew. I'm like, yo, you ain't gotta worry about me having a crush on you. You ain't gotta worry about me wanting to fuck no more. Get out. Just get out. Because at that point, I would rather just go talk to new women. I'd just rather go get new women, because in my mind, that's what this woman's gonna do. She's just gonna do this shit if she lived with me. So in my mind, I would much rather go get a new woman than deal with this woman's shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I cut her off and just went and got a new one. You know what I'm saying? So then fast forward 2 years later, right? I see this same female, right? And I'm walking out of a liquor store and I run into her. But now she's huge. She's not huge, but she got like way bigger. Baby girl had gained some weight. She stopped working out. I don't know what goofy shit she was doing, but she got big, right? So I'm like, you know what I mean? So now she's all over me. She's like, oh, you know, hey, we should hang out. We should, you know, do stuff and kick it and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my people don't like me hanging out with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, no, we should hang out. We should kick it, blah, blah, blah. And you know what I mean? So I'm just like, whatever, right? I figured just for old time's sake, I'll give it a crack. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it another go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? At that point, I just want to snoo. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hit. I just want to watch Netflix with her. So she comes over to the crib, you know what I'm saying? I set a date with her. I set a day. She comes through on her 30th birthday, which she called her Dirty 30, right? Oh, it's my Dirty 30. So she comes through, and she comes over like 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And because she probably had a boyfriend, she comes over at 6 o'clock in the morning, and she's like, yo, she's just acting like she's there to hang out. So when she gets there, you know what I'm saying, like, one thing leads to another. Obviously can't run you through the play-by-play. One thing leads to another, and we end up like, watching Netflix or whatever, right? So after we get done watching Netflix, I tried to hug her, right? And this is for all the women that say they want a man that shows them love and affection and all of this stuff, bro. And this is for every dude that doesn't do that shit because it don't work. It make females act like they don't like you more. So after we got done watching Netflix, I tried to hug this chick. She pushed me away. I already knew what that meant. You know what I mean? Now what that means is, guys, if you ever make it all the way with a female and you try to hug her and she pushes you away, what that means is, she wants a dude that's gonna treat her like shit, pretty much. That's what they like. You know what I'm saying? Makes no sense, right? Female will tell you, hey, you don't show me enough affection. You going for the affection, they push you off. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I already understood. You know what I'm saying? I never tried to kiss the chick. None of that shit, right? So, with that being said, the girl, she says like, oh, I'll tell her like, yo, let's hang out in a week. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be too clingy on her, right? So, and she already seemed like she had people she was talking to, right? So, a week later, we get up, we kick it. I go to her crib. I get inside of her crib. Tell me why. I get in the door and she has me come into her room. I get into her room and I'm expecting to come through and hit some cheeks. You know what I mean? Hit some sheets. Like, you know what I mean? I came there to watch Netflix with the chick. I get there, you know what I'm saying? She has me there for 4 hours, like doing some goofy shit that made no sense. Some really boring shit, right? So I was like, okay, whatever. It's cool. Okay. So, I leave and 4 hours later, and then I come back like an hour later or whatever because I got bored at her house sitting there for so long. I leave, I go back to her crib, and then baby girl, she tells me, she's like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I just want us to sit here and look at each other, which is a trap. That's a trap. It's a cleverly laid trap. You know what I'm saying? It's a cleverly laid trap. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, after she did that, I was just like, you know what? I don't know. So she goes into the kitchen and I go into the kitchen. Her mom is in the kitchen talking shit about dudes, right? She's talking shit about how dudes ain't shit, dudes are losers, dudes are a-holes. Mind you, the mom has a steady conveyor belt of men coming into the house and leaving to give her money that she's asking for money from. So she hates men ain't shit, men are losers, but she can't pay her bills unless a man gives her the money because she, waka waka. So, literally I see 10 guys like walk in, one 20 minutes after the other. She hangs out with him for a little bit, gives him some money, whatever. They give her money, I don't know. Then they leave. Then another one shows up. And I'm like, how the fuck could you, she has a rotation. Shit. So with that being said, I knew since that was the mom was doing, and from my limited dealings with the daughter, I knew that's what she was doing. She had a conveyor belt of niggas showing up to give her money. Whatever, right? Just don't cuff the chick, right? So with that being said, they start trying to talk down on me or whatever. I could feel this weird vibe. And I'm like, you know what? So then we go back in the room again, right? And I'm steady trying to, hit some cheeks and mess with her and whatnot. And she just starts telling me, she's like, no, we ain't doing none of that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I don't want this, right? The cheeks was cool, but I'm not about to date this chick because she's trying to make me wait. And she's not running the butt, she's not running the snoo. And on top of that, she's more than likely this just seems like a big headache, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I leave and I ghost the chick, right? The reason why I ghost her is because she treated me shitty. You know, like, she ain't want to do nothing I wanted to do. We didn't have to just mess around and smash. Like, we could have did anything that was in any sort, way, shape, or form fun. She didn't want to do any of it. She just wanted me to be there, sit there, and be dry with her. You know what I'm saying? AKA, I'm pretty sure she just wanted me to sit there and, like, you know, snitch on myself, which is what it sounds like. So, with that being said, I just went on, I got my shit, I left. 2 months goes by. She hits me, I'm on my live stream on Instagram. And she's like, hey, Maurice, oh my God, Maurice, hey, let's talk. Maurice, hey, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. I ignored her, treated her like she didn't exist. Because that's the way she fucking treated me. You know what I'm saying? Treated me, ignored me, sat there like I didn't fucking exist. I'm sitting there for 3-4 hours trying to bond with her, and she's treating me like I'm the thirstiest, lamest loser in the world. You know what I mean? Females, independent women, they love to do this type of shit to dudes. I don't understand why women do this shit to dudes and expect to be treated good in any way, shape, or form. If he's a real man, he'll just go. He'll just leave. All right, well, obviously there's, yeah, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? And then if the dude has a bunch of self-respect for himself, he's not going to go back. Why would I go back and sit through 3 to 4 hours of bullshit with this chick that I ain't got shit in common with? All right? Well, we did have stuff in common, like anime, video games, stuff like that. But her playing those type of games is not what I liked or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not the type of girl I like. What time is it, guys? You know what I'm saying? I mean, she was a gold digger, but that's not a bad thing. Like, I'll date a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I just like to wait, as long as she's okay with waiting at least a year before I start helping out a girl with any of her bills and stuff. So I like to take things real slow. You know what I mean? Love to take things slow. Super duper important. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I love Griffin. Hey, yo, I love Griffin, bro. Are you good? Are you always like this dude? You're being disgusting. Really, you're disgusting in the chat, bro. You disgust us. You're disgusting us. I love Griffin family. Like, get out of here, bro. You're disgusting, bro. Like, ugh. Are you always like this dude? Are you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ugh. He's disgusting. It's just ew. That's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Hey, Rinda, you and I love family. You and I love Griffin family. You guys would make a great couple, Rinda. You know what I mean? Yo, you guys make a great couple. I bless you guys' relationship. So much so that I'm not even going to ban I love Rinda. I think he would make a way better guy for you than me. You know what I'm saying? He even says, you're mad that I stole Rinda from you. She is yours. You guys make a great couple. I already have a girlfriend. You guys would be really good together. Hey, Rinda, you should go be with him. He says he loves you. You know what I'm saying? I love Griffin family literally said he loves you, but I think it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Rinda, come back. You know what I'm saying? I love Griffin is here for you. I think you might have scared her off, bro. She hasn't been in the chat for a long time. I don't understand why when she's gone you would say that you're stealing her and all of this stuff. Why didn't you say this when she was here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Hey, yo, Rinda, how long have you and I love Griffin family been in love? How long you guys been in love? You know what I'm saying? Where's Rinda, man? Dang it. But, you know what I mean? No, dude. I don't share women. You can have her. I don't want her. That's cool. Rinda is now yours. All you. She'll have no access to me at all. You guys make a great couple, bro. Yeah. Nah, he's just, ugh. You know what I mean? He's, he has a crush on me and it's gross. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to keep all of your, I get it. You're attracted to me. That's cool. I'm not into what you're into. So you're into, you know what I mean? That's all you. You know what I mean? Like, my mods are more than likely just gonna like stop you at some point. But I have a feeling that my mods are probably gonna ban you, so I'm just gonna leave you to self-destruct yourself. But when Rinda gets here, I'll make sure to let her know that you're her boyfriend now. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yeah, yeah, I know the man from Amsterdam. I love Griffin family is gay. He's obviously into, you know what I mean? And see, that's the thing that gives dudes who are attracted to other guys a bad name. Like, I love Griffin family just makes every alternative lifestyle male look like a thirst bucket, bro. That's why it's hard for straight guys to let like alternative lifestyle guys be around. Because guys like I love family Griffin or I love Griffin family, just like it cringes us so much that we don't let them be around anymore. You know what I'm saying? So he gives us he gives dudes like, you know what I mean? He gives dudes like him a bad rep, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what's up. That you've been waiting for me for 4 years, Dennis. Appreciate the compliment. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit, Rin. You think I give a fuck about the line? What are you talking about, Rin? Do you think, you know what I mean? I don't know what you're talking about, Rin. Like, hmm? Yeah, bro. They don't have to. That's what's up. Oh, you're talking about Griff. Okay, understandable. Yeah. Understandable. But yeah, I forgot what story we was telling. But yeah, bro, I've had a, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, I've had a lot more scarier situations with, you know what I mean? Like, bro, so what story was I forgot what story I was telling you guys. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to the mod squad, bro. Appreciate you guys for taking care of that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Having a crush on me and all that good stuff, bro. But if you're going to say some flirty stuff, say it through Super Chat, bro. Like, regular messages, my mods will just, you know what I mean? Sweep them through. Samir Pradhan says, are you male or female? Samir, it is really, really good that they have found a way to help the special needs people use computers and be able to be on live streaming chats. That's really good, Samir. I'm really awesome that, you know what I mean, that they finally got around to all the people that rode the short yellow bus to school, you know, and, you know, that we're able to help you out so that you were able to attempt to sound normal. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yep. I'm a Apache helicopter. That's, you know, I'm a hologram as well. This is not real. This is AI. I'm actually AI. I'm not here right now. I am the world's first AI stream. You know what I'm saying? First AI stream. How have you been? I've been really good. I've been really, really good, Kai. You know what I'm saying? I've been really, really good, Ren. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You guys have great energy, man. You know what I'm saying? But we know what the energy, we know what the internet is. You know what I'm saying? Some dude gets mad because I have a girlfriend and he's like, oh, well, I'm just going to try to troll. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of the dudes, that's what a lot of alternative lifestyle dudes do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I don't have a shot with him because he's already taken. Oh, well, then I'll just try to be a nuisance. Understandable, Sharice. Hey, look, Amani, that dude categorized himself as special needs. Like, you know what I'm saying? He categorized himself as a short yellow bus rider. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,